We are in.
Can everyone be heard?
Audio good.
Yeah. We'll assume everyone can be heard until chat yells at us otherwise.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Welcome back to a little dicey. This is not the Great Nelidian Crown because schedule problems. So, for those who don't know, today I am DMing. My name is Garrett. I usually play Kaz. Usually in person. We've got 4 players, 2 of whom you don't see very often. We got Mika, our beautiful, talented techie, and Aaron, our beautiful, talented mod.
Up there. In the heavens.
In the heavens.
I'm in heaven.
So we're going to get some announcements out of the way, and then we will hop right in because we are late.
Yes.
As always, we have our social medias. We got our YouTube, our Twitter. It's all going to be linked in the chat real quick. Feel free to check that out. Interact with us. We have a great time on those socials if you do. And we also are an interactive stream, which is going to be slightly different this time. I imagine most of you who do have NPC amount of points aren't going to use that. Please don't. This is a one-shot. I don't want to get too distracted about stuff like that. And it wouldn't make sense with the story for most of the show here.
Sorry, Auntie.
It's a one-shot anyway. You want your characters to exist in the Great Nelidian Crown. That's going to be so much more fun for you.
True.
Even though we don't have a sorcerer this time, you can still use your Wild Magic Surge. I'm going to use the regular Wild Magic Surge table for common. Please don't use Savage because I will still use the regular Wild Magic Surge table. Other than that, I think everything is still pretty much fair game. There's stuff that I just wouldn't use, like Easter egg will not be as much fun here, I don't think. But besides that, I think we're pretty much good. Like, I don't know if you guys have stuff to drink for party drinks. I do. Yeah.
Some water.
If you guys...
Staying
I
hydrated.
think anyone has alcohol, but...
Vodka.
Little bottles.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Those have been in my car since Easter.
Oh, they're hot.
Yeah, they're cinnamon. There are 2 ways that y'all can redeem points. You can either do exclamation point redeem and use our Stream Elements points, or you can use the stuff that's straight up in the Twitch chat UI. And now, Matt also does announcements.
He said, what?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a Discord. That's how we're talking to each other right now. The world is occasionally beautiful. So you can go there and hang out with us, and that's where we post fan art. And, well, hopefully you're posting fan art, not us. Maybe we should. We should just post our own fan art and just
Hell yeah.
get into it, you know.
Really get into it.
Who made the thing?
We use the Discord to hold polls occasionally, such as every week for the podcast. We ask you, at least for the time being, which D&D 5e class you want Sal and I to talk about in terms of how well the mechanics relate to the fantasy. We did have to cancel last week, but currently Barbarian has won the poll. Garrett, sweet vindication for him. So we'll be talking about Barbarian.
Canceled it.
It'll happen.
Yeah, so actually we're going to start the poll over. Go vote again and don't vote for Barbarian. So we'll be voting for Barbarian. We'll be discussing the Barbarian on Friday, and then another poll will go up, and you guys can vote for the next one. So, yeah, if you want to get at us, that's where to do it.
Hell yeah.
And should I go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go, dude.
And check out our friend of the show, Aaron, who's here from the first time we'll be saying while I'm saying this. Can be found on Twitch at Little Bog Witch, and also Michaela can be found on Twitch at Hello Diddy.
There they are. There's the links in the chat.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Ow.
All right. I think, personally, we are ready to hop right in, guys.
Get into
Let
it.
me open up D&D Beyond real quick.
Same. Make it so bright.
Just because I am going to forget your characters' names. And I should have done this beforehand. I know it's unprofessional. I'm no Sal. All right.
Where'd the mouse go? There we go.
What do you? Oh no!
Yeah.
What did you
What
do?
happened?
I don't know. I'm just trying to go to another window, and then, so I'm gonna have to pull up
There we go.
Unfrozen. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my phone. So.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys are 4 brave adventurers in the beautiful, slightly in trouble land of Barakat. You are traveling from one of the hub port towns of Lorellan because your good friend Malcolm, yes, is a huge fan of Quincy, a former adventurer who now owns a tavern in the middle of Barakat called the Giant's Pour. Quincy or Malcolm, why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Malcolm, like his hero, is a rock gnome. He is largely unassuming. He's wearing pretty unassuming clothes, but he's got a jingling in his pocket, and as he's sort of like fiddling around with kind of a sort of your fidgety whatever. He's used to fiddling with something in his pocket, and he's just excited. He's excited to be here.
Yeah. So you are leading a band of 3. One of the first behind you is Telucia, who can go ahead and describe themselves.
I am a scrawny looking little, probably like late teens girl, and I'm kind of like worse for the wear. My fashion's a bit like I've lived out in the woods for a while because I've lived out in the woods for a while. So and yeah, like just probably my length hair, but just wild and unkempt. So, and having a great old time. Just a happy little lady.
Telucia.
Sorry, are you human?
I'm
Or
a
what's your-
half
what's your-
elf. Sorry,
Okay,
forgot to mention that. That's pretty important. Half elf.
Telucia, I imagine, would be known to you guys more as Luce.
Luce is what you could call me.
News. Okay.
And you would also all know that she is a rogue.
Yes.
That is-
All things I could have mentioned. But
That's okay. Don't
No, I
worry
didn't say
about it.
I didn't say anything about my class either.
Okay.
I'm saving it.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Alright.
Saving it.
I imagine Luce is probably having a little thieves' cant conversation with our good friend Marion Jean.
Yeah.
Alright.
So Marion would probably stand in pretty stark opposition to Luce, because I would be very well dressed and very well kept. Marion is a Air Genasi rogue, who, for those of you who do not live in this wonderful fantasy world, just like wildly resembles Marilyn Monroe.
Beautiful. Yes.
Sir,
Okay. All right.
Listen,
Because you're-
if it's my fantasy, I get to be Marilyn Monroe and no one can stop
That's
me.
fine.
You're right for
The
that.
dress
you're
always.
not, you can like do like the dress thing at will, whatever you want.
I was gonna
Like,
say, yeah.
It's like
Where's that gust of wind coming from?
it's a dress of billowing.
dress of billowing, perfect.
Bringing up the rear, I believe, is a very stately Braxis.
Yes. So Brax is a tiefling. Very kind of gaunt, almost kind of vampiric looking, like very angular features. Whereas like pitch black, full plate armor, I believe.
Shit.
And those in the group would know that. So basically, Braxis is a reformed villain, who basically was trying to like resurrect a dark god because I only wish to bring order to the world. And you basically kind of showed me the error of my ways, and is now part of this adventuring group.
All right. So these 4 intrepid adventures, led by, I assume, the endlessly talking Malcolm, talking about Quincy. Hope you don't mind me
Yeah.
taking some liberties there.
No,
Guys,
please.
it is genuinely a beautiful day in Barakat. It's a Wednesday because I use a 7-day week because it's easier.
Like American.
It's the middle.
Your metric system.
And you're a kilometer away.
Middle of a 7-day, everything's good.
It's been a beautiful time. You really haven't had too much issue getting here. Whereas a lot of trails in Barcott will be kind of laden with like highwaymen or other such dangerous creatures. The road to the Giant's Pour really isn't. And Malcolm, you know that while the Giant's Pour can generally be found where you are, it is sort of a multiversal tavern. It is occasionally not here. It is here in a different universe. But today, for sure, because it's a Wednesday, it'll be here. And as you actually kind of come out of the tree line into a more open clearing, you do see up just a little tiny hill is a nice cobblestone building with a little thatched roof, and there are some horses out in front. There's also a bunch of contraptions that you just don't really recognize. They have like 4 wheels and a little recessed place to sit in it. But there's not many. Less than you would expect. It doesn't seem to be quite jumping today. But Malcolm, you see the finish line, baby. You are seeing the final precipice before you get to meet the Quincy.
Oh my God, guys, I can't believe we finally made it. I've been dreaming about this day my whole life. Look how beautiful it is. Really, you're giving me nothing.
Yes, it is impressive. I don't know much about this Quincy fellow.
You haven't been listening. I've been talking about it for hours, days
we've
even.
certainly
I
all been
have
listening.
not been listening. I
No,
know.
Braxis, we've certainly been listening.
Yeah.
Because if we haven't been, he'll repeat it.
Oh yes,
I was
I know
explicit-
all the things that you were
I
saying.
was I was explicitly told you were listening several times.
Yes,
We
don't worry,
were.
we were.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. I haven't had anything to eat or drink in days because I'm ready to take on the Giant's Pour. Let's go.
That's
That
worse.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm continuing to
We're
follow.
gonna follow you.
Malcolm.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Malcolm, I'm gonna say you excitedly trudge up the hill, and you burst right through that door, and it is kinda empty in here. The size of the tavern is respectable. It's not like huge, but it's definitely not small. You can see that there's a few people milling about. I mean, it's like mid-afternoon on a Wednesday. It's really not that bumpin'. You guys, especially Malcolm, would know that this place is really... It attracts a certain level of clientele. Usually very advanced adventurers who have sometimes traveled from other universes to see the place, or the ridiculously unnecessarily wealthy, who often end up getting kicked out. Because, fuck them.
Mhm.
You have
So
heard...
as I enter is sorry, I was just gonna say, is it obvious that there is or is not someone behind the bar? And if it is would it be Quincy or no?
As you walk in, you can see right from the front door, basically just the bobbing head of Quincy, because he doesn't seem to be like at the bar so much as like doing some stuff under it. But there's someone here, and they're short, so it's probably a gnome.
As soon as I see the top of their head, I sort of like turn back around. I'm suddenly really nervous.
You have
Any of you
nothing
guys-
to fear.
Any of you guys
You
ever
got
met your
this.
heroes before?
I'm my own hero.
That's
I once communed with the dark god of order, and
Mhm, mhm. Were you nervous?
I entered into the conversation without fear and without expectation.
Wow.
Yes, it was perfect.
So just do that.
I really feel like you're rubbing it in a little bit.
You
I
got
think
it.
it helps if you imagine them naked.
Okay. Okay. Hey, by the way, since you guys have it, I mean, you have been listening, so I'm sure you know this. Don't fuck around in here, okay? You will get. I heard that Quincy could literally throw you like kilometers. That's right. I'm using kilometers because we're fucking around about it.
Well, okay.
I'm just saying, best behavior. You're gonna get your asses kicked, okay?
We won't upset you or your hero.
Oh, I'm not worried about upsetting me. I just know that he's a stickler for the rules.
Perhaps we get along quite well then, if he's as committed to the cause of order as I am.
Okay, you guys are really bringing the vibe in an interesting direction. So I turn around and
The
I
vibe
guess
is immaculate.
yeah, I'll approach the bar. And I'm a short gnome. I'm not as tall as I presume Quincy to be. So I'll kind of walk up to the bar and sort of like try to climb up on top of a bar stool.
There are stools of various sizes so that anyone of any height can sit there comfortably. So I would say you do find one that's like kind of
Just to assert my dominance, I climb a normal sized bar stool.
do you
His little legs.
stand on it or
No, I'll sit on it.
you are about eye level, I think, with the top of the bar.
Yeah.
But as you sit down, you do see coming over the, I guess, horizon of the bar. You see him, Quincy, this actually kind of tall rock gnome. He's wearing some regular ass like peasant's clothing for how well you know that this place does. He's dressed pretty humbly. And he peeks over and he does see like some of your hair popping out on top, and he goes, hello, how can I help you today?
Oh, I might just need a minute if that's okay.
Yeah, do you want me to grab you some water or something?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, alright, I'll be right back. And he hops down and like disappears for a second.
As soon as he turns away, I turn back to my friends and I'm like,
You got it.
In Thieves' Cant, I want to just like look over at Luce and just be like, "What the fuck?"
You know better than I would. I don't.
He hops back up and he's got just a regular old cup of water. It's nice to see some people on a Wednesday. You know, it's usually not too bumping in here these days.
that's the only day you're always here, right?
Yeah, that's true. Usually it's like the closest thing I have to a day off, which is fine.
Oh,
You know, I like to work
Yeah.
hard.
yeah, well, I mean, retirement, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you also retired?
Oh, no, but I know a lot about you, actually. I've been planning on coming here a long time, but, you know, it's a long way.
Oh, I see a fan. It's so nice to meet you. Can I get your name?
Oh, yeah, I'm Malcolm.
Malcolm. Oh,
It's the hardest name. It's the hardest name to say in this voice, so that's why it's great for me. It's Malcolm.
well, Malcolm, it's a pleasure to meet you. And he like reaches over to try to shake your hand. It ends up just being outstretched over the bar since you're like right here.
Yeah. I grab it and I'm like,
He does it
Take it.
right back. He's
I'm
excited.
like, yeah. You still have it?
You mean the hammer?
Yeah, I bet they have her.
He turns around and he points. It's mounted on the wall right behind him. You see
Holy shit!
this beautiful ornate hammer. It's got all sorts of like symbols carved into the top part, which is very Mjolnir-esque. But there's like lightning and cool symbols and stuff. And it's just hang on that back wall there.
Can I roll a perception check and just see? Because you had mentioned that there are normally like either like high level adventurers or like rich people here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just roll perception to see if there seem to be any like rich people here?
Looking around, go ahead and go ahead and roll. What am I talking about?
I mean, you can just tell me shit if you want. That's totally cool. That was an 18.
Okay, there are 4 people in here, besides you guys.
Cool.
2 of them look like they're drunk as shit, but they look like maybe they had a battle recently of some sort. They're sitting at the same table. They might be adventurer rich, but they're not like rich people. That's not what they're not the kind of person who just like is an aristocrat in a town. The other one, very clearly a high level adventurer. Whatever glowing weapon, I don't know why I couldn't think of the word weapon, he has on his back, you can practically feel the magic emanating from it. But there is one guy in... So if you guys are at the bar, he is sort of like on the back right, down 2 stairs. He is dressed so nicely that it actually looks uncomfortable. And he's fucked up. This man,
Okay.
it's mid-afternoon on a Wednesday. Why ever he's here does not seem to be a good thing. He is drunk.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll hello Quincy, I am Count Braxis.
I love
We have been told many stories of your exploits that we listened to.
Well, that's great and specific to hear. It's a pleasure to meet you, Count Braxis.
And he reaches out a hand to shake yours.
Sort of delicately, kind of a limp wrist towards him.
He grabs it and like doesn't know what to do with it, so he just pats it with his other hand.
Amazing.
And
Well, are you like at the bar, Aaron, or are you kind of like...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at the bar now. I'll have walked up.
Okay.
well, I figure let's do all the introductions real quick. You guys seem like you're all together.
I'm also up there then.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
Unless you were doing something else.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, being sneaky.
Being a little
Yeah, it could be a sit out.
Yeah, I'll go pop up on a stool for a quick mo.
It's Mary and Jean.
And I'll extend my hand.
Mary and Jean, you are quite the sight. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And I'm Delucia. You can call me Luce, though.
Luce, you look like you've gotten in some scraps. I enjoy that.
I love
It's a-
scraps.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, are we all getting one, or are we gonna? Is this like a sharing situation?
Are you all?
When what, sweetie?
Is she serious? What?
Oh, I see what you're here for. You know,
We
there's
came all this way.
still
And we
only
were
one
all
name on that
listening.
wall.
Oof.
and he points to the wall, and you do see that carved into it is Bilgy with an asterisk next to it.
I run back to it. I hop off my stool and I just like run back there and I just like trace it in my hands and I'm just kind of like living the dream for a minute.
I want to just kind of be like,
If you wouldn't mind, could you explain?
Who is...
to Quincy,
Oh, yeah.
who might be the only person who knows what's happening.
He kind of laughs and he leans around and he goes,
so you weren't paying attention to his stories, I assume. That's all right.
No.
The Giant's Port, we have sort of a challenge. If you can drink an entire
and he kind of looks around.
oh, 1 second.
And he pulls out this like small bathtub-sized mug.
If you could drink essentially this entire thing full of ale, and not die or be belligerent, you get your name carved up on that wall. The not die thing was added after Bilgy,
And he like puts it back.
he's all right. Let me just say, I used to have a cleric on site who would make sure that people, if they do die trying it, they would be resurrected. But Wednesday's his day off.
Oh,
Perhaps I should abstain from this challenge so that I might fulfill that role. I am a cleric of some talents for healing.
Oh, do you know oh, what's the spell? Revivify?
I am aware of it. I don't. I did not prepare for the need to resurrect people today, but
I'm aware of it. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, that one.
It's like every conversation I have in my life. Have you seen that show? I've heard of it.
Well, that's all right. If you feel like you're gonna die, I would say just stop drinking. I can't revivify you, but I do have this powder, and he pulls out just a sack full of fine sand. If I throw this in your face, you will instantly become sober. It doesn't work if you're dead, so really don't push that one.
Kitty.
Malcolm walks back and he's just like, Bill G was ahead of his time.
Oh, he certainly was. He'll be missed. Or he
Are we
is missed.
allowed to do it together, or do we have to do it separately?
If you do it together, you do have to have your own separate mug. It's not like you can all drink from the same one.
Ah.
Seems a little limited in my mind, but whatever.
What?
I want to share.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
share it, you can, but you're not going to get your name on the wall.
Oh. Hmm.
yes,
I get
we
right in
must
Luce's
respect
face.
the
and
terms of the pact for this to receive the reward.
I get right in Luce's face and I grab her head.
Is there a contract we must sign to proceed with this?
That's why Bill G's a legend.
Heard.
I mean,
Do you
without.
need blood, or like how does this work?
I mean, I just have a little waiver. I mean, to be honest, I could just have you guys resurrected tomorrow if someone does die. This voice makes me FTR. When my cleric gets back, he's pretty good at what he does. I pay him a lot. But
So you have no liability waiver.
no, because there's no chance you'll be dead more than 24 hours.
Such a brazen risk.
There's not a lot of litigation here.
Barakat
This
doesn't really
area.
have a centralized government anyway. It's sort of a feudal system and just not a whole lot of war, because even in the feudal system, it tends to be pretty socialist. Anyway,
Anyway, I got
Well, I think we did come all this way, so that Malcolm could, I suppose, drink a bathtub of ale.
yeah, absolutely. If you get too drunk and you don't want to use the powder, I mean, I've got 4 rooms. People don't really stay in them a whole lot. Excuse me.
Looks
It's
like
been a
you
long
could
day.
take his lamp.
I really could. Sometimes I feel like I never stop. Also, the fact that there's 4 rooms is just coincidental. That's very funny to me. I did not do that for you guys. All right, we just got one going, right?
I shall accept the challenge.
Oh.
And I shall accept the terms of your agreement.
If you drink it all, you get your name on the wall, and and you can't get your name with an asterisk anymore, because that was before I enacted the no dying rule. And so he
Very well. The pact has been forged.
the verbal contract is signed, and he goes and grabs this like bathtub, and it has been filled. Unless you guys want to do something while he's filling it, it takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Luce, are you going to participate?
I will if you will.
Well, let's show up the boys then.
Well, all right. There you go. There you go. You two said you're gonna do it too, if I heard correctly. There you go. And there you go. Well, all right. God damn it! I had so much caffeine. Why am I on it?
Fight it.
It's this voice because it's so far back in
It's
my
the
throat.
soft palate.
It's like halfway to
lifting.
the yawn.
Mhm.
I was gonna say,
So-
it sounds like both of these people have not drank any water in a while.
Party drinks.
So are they in front of us?
Yep, they're all in front of you. They take up like the entire bar. It's so good that it's empty.
Yeah.
Does anyone need a straw?
I'll take a straw. Are they
Yes,
bendy?
please.
Of course they're bending.
Oh, I'll take two.
Oh, this is a civilized tavern.
Ah, thank God.
So he puts in two like metal straws. They have like hinges you can.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
How tall
I shall
is
not
the-
accept a straw, as that was not a part of the terms we agreed upon.
Well, okay, that's some pretty intense energy. I dig it.
How tall is the tub of ale?
Being on top of the bar, it's like, so you are eye level with the bar because of where you sat.
Yeah.
It would take at least two more of you to get to the top of this
Okay.
tub.
So at this point, you guys have all. Am I echoing?
You stop.
I'm
No,
not
no, I don't
Okay.
hear it anymore. Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard something.
Mhm.
You guys have all seen Malcolm do this plenty of times. But so Malcolm takes out of his pockets. In one hand, he's got his lucky stone, and in the other hand, he calls it a stone, but it's not really a natural rock. And then in the other hand, he pulls out his it kind of looks like a sort of like a funky screwdriver, and he kind of puts them together and like gives it a little twist, and the stone starts to kind of like spark, and it kind of suddenly materializing out of it, kind of like basically like Iron Man armor is basically Iron Man armor, but instead of so it kind of comes folding out and spreads over his torso and down to his legs, giving him plenty of height to get to the top of the bar. It kind of hoists him as it sort of like unfurls around him, and yeah, it's got he sort of looks kind of like the Thing now. It's sort of made out of like fucking rocks, but the rocks are tied together with this sort of static electricity energy. And yeah, it's got like these two like stone mitts. So for all intents and purposes, it's still anatomically useful. And now at an appropriate height, he just kind of like leans in and like Strawless just kind of like gets his face down in there.
Amazing.
All right, I love this guy's energy.
That was a lot of effort for that, but that's okay.
Well, that's all right.
So does everyone starts drinking?
Mhm.
One quick question: is there a time limit?
The only time limit is that you kind of have to do it all in one sitting. So like, as long as you don't leave to like go to the bathroom or whatever, you can technically take as long as you want. If you do end up making a mess of yourself, that does disqualify you. So
I shall not leave, even if the world crumbles around me.
okay.
He just doesn't know really how to handle this anymore.
He's really quite dedicated.
Yeah,
Yes.
Marion needs to run and pee before we get started, just so that, I'm prepped.
Good
I'll
call.
go too because girls go together.
Yeah.
Girls go together.
All right, so you guys are drinking. I'm gonna have you both roll. I'm assuming you're just going for it, right?
I'm probably going for like a very kind of steady, like not like being an asshole, like sipping it, but like just kind of like a very solid, steady pace.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna have.
Malcolm has no illusions at all that he could ever possibly do this, but he's just really excited about being here and doing this at all. So he's coming strong out the gate.
Nice, nice. Starting with a sprint, I love it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
once, unless Marion, so you're going to the bathroom, right? I'll wait to roll for Constitution till you're all there. So you guys, you head outside, and there's just like a line of outhouses on the left side of the building. I assume you go in, do your business, and get
yep.
out.
Yep.
Cool. You feel ready. You feel ready for a bathtub full of ale. As you head back in, you do notice that like the two adventurers actually leave. When they get outside, they just open up a portal and step through it.
Okay.
Gone. So you get back to the bar. Everyone's drinking. Are you guys drinking too then?
Yes. Can I?
Quincy, do you happen to have possibly a bread roll?
Oh, bread. I got plenty of bread, absolutely.
And he turns around and kind of moves a bit of cloth from a baguette that he had,
Nice.
and he just plops it on the table.
I'll
Perfect.
tell you what, free of charge. Don't even worry about it. To be honest,
Marion
I'm
is ready
here
to
to
go
find
about
out.
this the smart way.
I'm like, it's a rookie mistake. The rookie mistake.
Back into the trough.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone, roll me Constitution checks or saving throws.
Oh, could I also sneak some of that bread, Mary?
Yeah, I will use an action to extend my freaking arm blade and
I fucking knew it.
cut it off and hand her.
Perfect.
that's pretty dope.
It is pretty dope.
All right. I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you pass.
I got an
I got a
11.
21.
Or this
11 and 21 do both pass.
One. This one.
Yep. Okay, so I think you're missing. You gotta hit what in the world? Fuck it.
Okay, it's gonna
What?
look frozen for a second, y'all. 1 second.
I don't know if it looks frozen. I think that might just
Maybe
be
not.
for us.
I'm
Yeah, you guys
look
watching the
normal.
stream. It still looks good.
Cool. All right, so
Oh, it did actually freeze for a second.
Yeah, see, it's
Huh,
goofy, but
weird.
13.
All right, yep. You guys all pass the first Constitution check.
Oh god.
This is the bathtub. I can't believe you would think that there would only be one. So
mhm,
everyone, you guys kind of you get through the first maybe 5-10%. You guys are feeling good. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of alcohol. You probably got a little bit of a buzz going on at least. Especially if someone didn't eat it all beforehand. But
I have a tiny stomach.
yeah,
Can't be putting stuff in there.
it is the beginning. So for right now, you're feeling good.
Mhm.
Quincy kind of checks you all over. He's like,
Well, all right, you guys are making pretty good progress. I've seen a lot of people fail right at the starting line.
Not us. We're
That's
doing
you
good.
guys. Must be pretty strong people.
I actually have a -1 to strength.
I don't really know what that means. It sounds pretty meta.
Go ahead and roll me your second Constitution saving throw.
And I can roll these now, so I figured.
Let me.
Oh no.
The 20.
Nat 20?
No, dirty 20.
Oh, okay. You still pass. It's okay.
I have a 3.
An 8.
Got a 13.
Okay.
Oh, the child is out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm out too.
Marion and Luce, you're getting past the you're getting past the 10% mark, heading towards 15. You're okay. You know what? This is you are starting to feel it
For
as
whatever.
you get closer and closer to 20%. You're like, you guys are definitely drunk at this point. I'll say that.
I really thought the bendy straw would help.
Luce, you're having trouble holding on to the bendy straw. There's a period of time where you just kind of follow it around the edge and
do
just
the tongue thing.
you're just hitting it with your chin or something. It's just never really getting in there. Marion, very stately, very distinguished. You quietly throw up in your mouth a little bit. And you do you hold on to the bar because you are now pretty drunk. From now on, when you roll your Constitution saving throws, you will also roll a D4 for poison damage.
Oh, sheesh.
Almost took the ring of poison damage resistance.
No.
How do you think Bill G did it?
God damn it.
And he said, am I good with a 13 or
You are good with a 13. I feel fine telling you it's going up by 2 every time. So you guys are
Ooh.
you're roughly at about 20%. The more you fail, I'm gonna go up a die. So if you fail again, you're going to be rolling a d6, d8, etc.
Okay.
Braxis and Malcolm. Malcolm, this is actually great. You feel so fine. It is.
This is the best day of my life.
You're definitely like you're getting drunk, but like you're doing all right. You could listen extra. We could get up to D100 poison if people fail enough.
Jesus. Yeah.
You do notice, and I do want you all to know this. This ale is like unlike any other ale you've ever had. It is absolutely delicious. Malcolm, you know, he makes this himself.
Aw.
Yeah, this is homemade ale that you guys are
Crafted.
slurping down. Give me another Constitution saving throw. Remember, the DC is 14 this time.
18.
Pass.
4.
Oof.
I'll roll
9.
my d4, thank you.
You're gonna roll a D6.
I'll roll my d6, thank you.
It's a 9.
Are we all rolling con saves right now, or
Yes, unless you want to stop drinking.
no? I'm gonna keep going.
You got a 9,
That's
so
a 2.
you're also rolling a D6 of poison
Okay.
damage.
Nice.
Now, you don't have to accept that because I rolled it.
Yeah, I'll roll my own. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What are you doing?
Well, it
rolling for
was
another
worse.
person?
Okay, so you both got 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what was that?
I got a nat 20 for 23.
If you were rolling damage dice, I would take one away for that.
Okay.
Luckily, you're not. But you're after the next one. Even if you pass, you're gonna start rolling damage dice because at this point you're like 40% of the way through. The amount of alcohol you have imbibed together is absolutely insane and could kill like 3 men.
Is the bread helping at all? I feel like the bread should help.
You know what?
We peed and we have bread.
What did
Exactly.
you say you rolled on the last one?
I rolled a 2. Oh wait, no. Do you mean for damage?
No, for the saving throw.
I think I rolled an 8. No, I rolled a 4.
Yeah,
rolled
no,
a
that did
9.
not help enough.
What about a 9? How does that treat you?
You know what? Fine. I'll let you pass that because it adds 5 to the fucking thing.
Fuck yeah.
Roll a d4
Jesus.
instead.
Some powerful bread.
Once.
What do I look at?
That's a 3.
Bread
That's
will help.
that's
but
worse
only
than you
once.
did last time.
No, I had a 2 last time, right?
Yeah, so you rolled a 3 for damage instead of a 2.
You've gained more
You
damage.
gained more damage.
Super cool. I love it.
Are you keeping track of it on your?
Oh.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah.
Okay. Down 3, right?
Quincy watching you guys incredibly impressed with Malcolm and Braxis. Braxis, you know what? You came into this with some insane energy. You know what? It seems like it was founded. You're still going hard.
I am intoxicated by my inevitable triumph.
That might be the alcohol, but I love the spirit of it. How you two ladies feeling? Absolutely, you're.
I'm well.
You, all right. Remember, if you feel like you're, that's pretty good. If you feel like you're gonna die, please stop drinking.
No.
Okay, Malcolm. Goddamn, dude.
This is delicious.
I'm glad you like it.
You know,
I'm making myself.
you know, I started brewing myself because of you.
Did you bring it? Can I try some?
Well, I don't have any with me, unfortunately, but it is on my character sheet, so,
All right. Good luck. Keep going, I guess. All right, guys, roll me another Constitution saving throw. And it is 16.
my good rolls
this
have run
time.
out.
The DC is 16.
I failed with a 12.
17.
I rolled a 16.
All right, that means you're only rolling a D6, and you're only rolling a D4. Matt, what did you get?
12.
Okay, so you are rolling a D6 because you were already going to have to start rolling a D4.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
But why? Just skip the D4?
You've imbibed half of this bathtub by now. You're gonna
Okay,
get a new
took two.
damage dice every time and go up by 2.
I took 2 damage.
That's not bad. You guys are doing all right.
I'm good.
I got a 21.
21.
Save.
Then you're only rolling a d6 or
Okay.
D4. My bad.
I
D4?
took the 3.
Nice.
Oh, I see. So it's going up whether you save or fail. You just skip one if you fail.
Because listen, the amount of alcohol you guys are drinking.
Oh no,
Totally.
this
Yeah.
is super fair.
Totally.
If this was IRL, Aaron, I would be under a table right now,
Mhm.
just like curled up in a
Mhm.
pile of like scrambled together clothing.
Once you get above the D8, you will also now have to do saves to avoid throwing up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. it's meant to be nearly impossible.
Okay.
All right. Again, Quincy's like
It's literally a serving size for a giant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, like every now and then we'll get like a storm giant who comes by who drinks it, and they're fine. But the rest,
Why don't they go on the wall?
Well, because it's not as impressive for them. They're giants. This is basically just a giant, just like a large pour for them.
That seems a little racist.
Okay, I guess I see where you're coming from, but I also don't know giant. I couldn't write their name on there if I wanted to.
You could let them write it.
They have never pushed the point. They just seem to
Yeah,
be
it's
happy.
racist. It's just practical.
They're usually just happy that they have a serving size fit for them.
It's like every time there's a limbo competition, I'm disqualified. It's dope. It's just not fair. So short.
How you
It
guys?
just makes sense.
How you guys doing? Is anyone tapping out yet?
I have a question.
What's up?
Could I use Mage Hand for a purpose?
For a purpose.
For a purpose.
that's.
In theory.
I'll tell you what. You can try. What's your goal here?
What if I just poured the rest of my into a bag somewhere? Just made it go away, really.
Do you?
Without
I
using my hands.
I know we have one person in this group who has a bag of holding. Only they could try because
I can't pour it into theirs.
You probably know that I have it, I would think.
Yeah.
I will say the mage hand can't tip the fucking bathtub.
Yes, it can. Hang on.
It's like
Well,
5 pounds.
I thought I had my own thing. Is that not?
No,
Yeah,
that
it can only
doesn't.
lift 5 pounds,
yeah.
I think.
Oh,
Or
never
10
mind.
pounds. 10 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, they're two babies.
Yeah. Hey, guess
You maybe
what?
like try to sneak like five pounds of alcohol at a time. into the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Even then, it's a spectral hand, so you're trying to like hold ale.
Yeah.
All I saw was
What
that
if
it
we
could
gave her
pour
a little
liquid. So.
What?
It says or pour the contents out of a vial, I guess.
This is so much bigger than a vial.
Could I take a vial? Never mind. Fuck it.
We'll give Luce a vial, and then they will use the vial to scoop up the liquid and pour it out bit by bit.
I-
Bit by bit.
I don't see what the problem
Does,
is.
does anyone have a vial in their character sheet?
Freaking probably.
Do you have a vial in your character sheet, Chad?
I have a flask of oil. I could dump out the oil.
That's gonna count as belligerence if you just pour the oil out here.
This is bullshit. I hate this game.
I quit.
What's the fucking point?
All right, you guys want to roll that next
Yeah.
that next Constitution saving throw?
It was a good thought.
What
God damn
what is
it.
it now? 18, I believe.
Yeah, 18.
You guys are over the halfway point.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Uh,
I got an 18.
oh yeah,
So that's a
I got a
D8
20.
now.
I got a 23.
23. I believe. Were you on D6 or D4, Aaron?
I was on a D6, so it's a D10 or a D8.
It
now?
is a D10 now.
I rolled a
Okay,
D6.
that might be when I tap out.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'll keep trucking.
Okay, are you sure? Because if you fail the next one, you will be on a D20.
We're gonna go one more.
I'm
Okay.
on D6, yeah.
You
I was on
failed.
the
You
D-
failed that. If you were on the
Yes.
D4, you are now on the D8.
8.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't my next one be a D12, not a D20?
If I said if you fail the next one,
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
is that an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're steadily taking damage. Now,
So
fire.
I'm doing a D6 now with the save.
If you saved, yes, you are now on a D6.
I think
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
say-
tap out.
You're gonna tap out now.
I think.
I did say at a D8 you do now have to roll another con save to see if you throw up. So go ahead and give me that.
All right.
You might not have a choice.
Okay.
Same for you, Aaron.
Oh,
So
okay.
I-
Another con save.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Yeah, you throw up.
Okay, I'm gonna and then
14.
So last thing I rolled was a D4, and I
throw up,
saved
don't
this
I?
time. Does that mean I'm
D6.
on a D6?
Yeah.
D6? Okay.
You rolled a 14, Aaron.
Do I throw up?
The DC was 15.
Oh.
So you two, do you just do it there, or do you try to run and like?
I'm running.
No, I will put a hand over my mouth and then hold my other hand out to try and get him to give me something to throw up
absolutely.
And he grabs what is clearly a throw up bucket.
into. I will, as delicately as I can, and then hold it towards Luce.
That's also who I am when I'm drunk.
Yeah. All right. That's it for you guys. Good try. I mean, frankly, you got a lot farther than most people do.
And he does like take them and pour them out. Braxis and Malcolm, you guys are killing it so far. You are now down to like 75% of the way through.
I'm just impressed at how well you guys are rolling so far,
Yeah.
because me and Meeks have rolled absolute
Garbage.
dog shit
I
this
just
whole
have
time.
plus 0 con, so
Yeah, same. I didn't realize that we were going to be needing con-heavy characters, so I
You
was like,
don't. This
we'll
is
go for
this
some
is
charisma
so
shit.
nothing. This is not the meat of the one shot. But I should have
feel
known it was gonna
sad
happen.
Still.
Jamie's rolling like a motherfucker. I have a +7, so
Yeah.
I'm not actually rolling insane.
Oh wow.
Do you
I have a,
guys?
yeah, I have a +3.
You guys are extremely drunk right now, like barely able to stand drunk. Do you?
Do you want to sober up? I still got the powder stuff.
That,
My victory was etched
Oh, no.
into the tablet of fate.
Not
long
you
ago.
two. You two are still drinking.
Oh,
I'm talking about Marion
Oh,
and
yes.
Lucia.
yes, please.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
And he takes like a little pinch of the stuff, and he goes, and you both like, and it's like you just woke up, like you feel great.
Oh, nice. Love that.
It doesn't
Beauty.
it doesn't give you your health back, but you are no longer suffering from being poisoned.
Full stop. You are no longer
Yeah.
suffering.
All right. Hot damn, you guys! You are rapidly approaching the finish line.
Go ahead and both roll me another fucking con save.
here we go.
I got a 10.
No.
Yeah, so that's gonna be.
Got a,
Is that a D8 for you now?
Last thing I rolled was a D6.
Oh, that's a D12 for you.
D12? Okay.
Yeah.
D10?
Or
D6 to
no,
D10?
D10. You're right. I'm dumb.
D10? Okay.
I'm dumb.
I rolled a 16, which I think also fails, right?
It does, and I think
Yeah.
you're on a D10 as well, because I think you're on a D6.
Same, yeah.
And after that, you're both gonna have to roll me DC 15 con saves to not throw up.
I got a 15.
All right. Yeah, you don't throw up.
I got a 16.
Hell yeah, guys! How much damage did you take?
Only 2.
From the last one, I took 8. But I'm still pretty good as far as health goes right now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, you're at about 80% now. Whoo boy. Neither of you have the straw, right?
Nope.
That's fine, because you would not be able to use it at this point.
It's like, was there something magic about
No.
the fucking straws? Did we fuck up?
Quincy is actually like holding you, Malcolm, to make sure you don't just fall in and drown. Because you are, I mean, you're like all the way over the side of the thing now. You're practically in the tub of ale. Braxis, I don't know if you're able to. I don't know how strong you are. I don't know if you're able to tilt it back or if you're kind of doing the same.
My strength is a 10.
Yeah, okay, so probably not.
Okay.
No, there's still a good amount left.
Holy shit, guys! You might actually do it.
The apotheosis is upon us.
It absolutely might be. Holy fuck!
I roll intelligence to learn what that word means.
Apotheosis? Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. It's a 14.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Damn.
Is that because you, Garrett, don't really know?
It is genuinely because I don't feel like looking it up for a 14.
He's heard of it. He's heard of it.
Yeah.
I did Google it just before I said that to make sure it was appropriate.
That's a callback, guys.
Yeah,
That's a callback.
yeah.
What is
Clever.
He's heard of it. Anyway,
He's heard of it.
Oh, all right, guys. I mean, this is the last stretch. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
okay.
I believe the DC is now 22.
I'm ready.
Go
Body's ready.
Go ahead and give me that
Body is ready.
that DC or that con save.
No.
Oh no.
I got a 5.
You both failed.
Yep.
You rolled a 10 last time, right, Jamie?
Yes.
Yep.
You skipped right over the 12. You're at the D20.
D20. Okay.
Yeah. Matt,
same.
you rolled a D. I thought you rolled a D8 last time.
No,
No, it was a
D10 for
10.
both.
Oh, okay, so yeah,
Jamie,
so
Jamie and I, yeah,
you're also on the D20.
been neck and neck.
Mhm. I am also going to raise the DC
Ooh.
for not puking.
Yo, that's an 18 on the D20,
No.
baby.
Shit.
I also got an 18 actually.
Oh God. Oh, you guys are. That last drink was a lot. You genuinely feel a pain in your liver. It feels like you just got stabbed.
How much is left?
You still got about 10% left.
Did you guys
Holy.
both roll your con saves to not throw up?
Oh no.
Yeah. These are also going to be very high. Because you both rolled so high on the damage, I do want to move it up to a DC 20.
Okay, I got a 16.
24, baby.
Whoa!
Holy shit, dude! Malcolm's still going. Braxis,
Oh my god.
you pray to your deities. You pull upon all of the strength and knowledge of things you have learned over the past couple years, and none of it helps. See,
The ultimate victim.
you just throw up into the tub, I guess.
Oh god.
All right, that's one to be burned tomorrow. Thank you.
And he takes it and he just like throws it out the back door. You don't even hear it land. He chucks it pretty far.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start,
Amazing.
or Luce will start chanting, Malcolm, Malcolm, Malcolm.
Malcolm, there are 2 more con saves for drinking. You are slowing down because you are at 90%. You have, at this point, essentially imbibed more alcohol than there is Malcolm.
And is the next damage roll on a fail? Well, so is the next damage roll whether I succeed or fail a D100 from a D20?
I don't want to do a D100 because I don't want you to die instantly.
That seems like a
Uh-huh.
lot.
So
that seems like a
I will cap it out at a D20.
That's a D20.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You have to
Well,
roll.
if I'd known that.
I wasn't planning on it. I didn't think he was gonna get this far, and the last thing I want to do is kill you before we get to the meat of this fucking one shot. So, Matt, go ahead and roll that saving throw.
Yeah, I just rear up back in my armor and I just look around the room and I just go, YOLO. For the next step back.
Malcolm, Malcolm.
And I can I be like, Braxis, can you help me? And I want to like tip the container for him so that he doesn't have to hold it, so that he might have an easier time.
Mhm.
Sure, absolutely.
This is a violation of the terms of the pact. I shall not participate.
Listen, as long as you guys aren't trying to drink it too, I'll accept it. I've been holding him so he doesn't fucking drown himself.
The word of the arbiter is bond. Very well.
Oh, that is a 4.
I got a 16. Did you say a 4? No, I rolled a 16.
Okay, I saw a 4 on my screen. I don't know why then. But it was a DC 24.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that D20 for me.
Okay.
Also, congratulations,
Not
extra.
one, baby.
Nice. Now roll another D20 to see if you don't throw up. And
Okay.
again, this is like a 25 now.
Yeah. Are you sure it's a 25? Because last time it was a 20.
Last time it was fine. I'll go up. I'll bring it up to 22. Whatever.
I rolled a 22.
Ah, fuck off.
Amazing.
I knew it. I knew it.
You got fooled.
All
I
right.
love it.
You did get God a little
Yeah.
bit.
I
my
did. I
friend.
did get got.
Only fair.
So the next time it will be a 25.
Next time it's 30.
25. Okay.
Yeah. That was
Yep.
basically what I was thinking. I was like, all right, fine, halfway to 25. I did jump up because you got a shit ton of damage. You only got 1 damage that
Yeah.
time. 22 is fair.
Yeah. Okay.
You go for the last of it, Malcolm. It is they're helping you tilt it back. It's just going right into your mouth. No issues. Unless roll the final con save. What is it now? 26? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well,
at
you
this
said it'd be
point.
25, right?
Yeah. Well, no, for the puke. For the puke.
Oh, yeah. It almost doesn't matter.
Yeah. Unless you get a
Right,
nat
exactly.
20, I'll bump it down to
Okay.
a D12, I guess. But
Before I make this con save, can I make I want to investigate myself to try to
Yeah.
figure out how this is even
Look
possible.
inward.
yeah.
I want to look inward.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
That's a 12.
Malcolm, I'll tell you. By all intents and purposes, it doesn't make any fucking sense. There must be some, at the best you can imagine, is that there is some sort of magical property to your belief and love for Quincy Co.
The power of simping.
Power of
Malcolm rears up.
capitalism.
Malcolm rears up and he's just like, the great Betty Mysteries, pervading in the universe. Okay, be right back.
Unless you roll a nat 20, you will roll a D20 for damage here.
Okay, I did not. So I rolled a
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
I took 14 damage. Almost kills me, but doesn't.
Now, 25 con save to
25.
not throw up. You have imbibed this whole thing.
So that the people know the stakes.
Mhm.
Malcolm's got a +7. So 18, 19, 20, I got a shot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Die literally was like on an 18 and then went
Oh no. Malcolm,
14.
The PC killer.
Yeah.
Karen.
I almost. God, you have a combat after this. Malcolm, listen. Just getting there was Herculean. The fact that you've managed to drink all of this alcohol, just from a physical standpoint, is insane. No one can blame you when you then throw it all back up
I just rub his
into
little
the
back.
bucket. It is violent. It is painful. But you know what? There is a sense of accomplishment there. Even though you have technically lost, the mere fact that you beat your 3 other companions and have definitely defeated 99% of the people who attempt this challenge.
Mhm.
There is achievement here, and I don't want that to be lost. However, right now it is hard to focus on that. You are extremely drunk, and you are throwing up like a goddamn fire hose into this tub.
Someone get him the powder, please.
Malcolm, I think Brax just like holds your hair and is like, purge yourself of the corruption within you.
Yes,
It
my
does sound like
legs
an
actually
exorcism.
come up in the air, and so such that my body is not touching the ground at all.
Just
My projectile vomiting is now defying gravity, in a very cartoon fashion. It is holding me aloft, and I stop vomiting just long enough to say, I still feel like a winner.
You are a winner.
I gotta say, man, you are a winner in my book. That was fucking incredible.
and he does take the tub and again throw it out the back door. Now that you have stopped throwing up.
Do you guys want to sober up? I assume.
But what?
Just
I feel
powder
I
him,
feel
it's
like I should
okay.
take that as a yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he gets you. Braxis,
Braxis, did you want a little bit of puff? You're still pretty drunk, right?
Yes, he'll take
Yeah.
some.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what my character's name was.
Oh, I thought that was RP.
I think
Yeah, me too. I think
He's
it,
just
no,
on the
I think
ground.
it's funnier.
Braxis' reaction is just kind of like.
Braxis T poses.
Oh, all right. I think I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Also, want to point out I'm at 3 HP.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad I didn't make
So
you do the D100.
I soak the powder makes me instantly sober.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, it sobers you guys up. You still feel like ass. You essentially like it just.
I have seen the face of the divine, and it made me nauseous.
using this before someone gets to the part where they're taking poison damage. You would then essentially not have a hangover at all. Unfortunately, you guys drink so goddamn much. It doesn't feel good, and you have poisoned yourselves.
Straight to the hangover.
Yeah.
Listen, Malcolm. That shit was so impressive. You guys could use the rooms tonight if you want. I could find a different place to sleep tonight. If someone could use the Quincy room, that's fine. Holy shit, dude, that was incredible.
The what?
It's bedded otter.
And he does point out the 4 rooms. Directly to his right is the Quincy room. It's just full of like workout equipment and stuff. It's a very gym bro room. The bed is comfortable, but it is somewhat utilitarian, so it is just sort of like a mattress on the ground. But the blanket's really fucking nice. To his left is the Gregory room. A little bit more religious. There's an altar there. It's non-denominational, but it's very white marble, very like grand in a religious way. There is the Bilgy room, which is practically outside. It's like astroturf on the ground. There's like vines coming out of the walls. It's a very, very wild place. And instead of a bed, there's like a tent. But the ceiling, you know those like star plastic glow in the dark star things? These are like real stars that just dot the ceiling.
Dibs! That's it.
Oh, okay. Lucis got the Bilgy room.
Okay.
And then there's the Killian room. The Killian room has it is named after that Killian, by the way. It's full of like books. It's very scholarly. There's a desk in there with a bunch of parchment you can use. The bed is very comfortable. It looks very ornate. The headboard is like carved from this just really interesting looking wood. It's dark color. The killing room's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm heading that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Actually, wait. Is the really, really drunk nobleman still around?
Yeah. I mean, he was pretty hammered. He's basically passed out on the table.
Can I walk over there?
You certainly can. Are you trying to look nonchalant or anything like that,
this.
or are you just very clearly going to try to pickpocket this guy?
I'm going to put on an air of concern and walk over. It's like, oh no, is this man still okay?
I guess roll deception for me.
Sorry, guys. Give me 30 seconds. This cat's gonna be an asshole until I feed her, so I'll be right back.
No worries, go
Do
for
your
it.
thing.
That's a 12 for deception.
Yeah, all right. He buys it. I think he's honestly kind of enamored with Malcolm, this guy who just walked in and almost fucking beat this unbeatable challenge. Something, for the record, Quincy cannot do.
Wow.
Otherwise, his name would also be on the wall.
Mhm.
There you go. Okay. And then can I just roll like, I guess, investigation to just like, 'cause I don't want to like disturb this man too much. I
Right,
just want
right.
to kind of like do a very like cursory like, what's up here?
I'm gonna have it be perception because
Perception. Okay.
because I doubt you're like patting him down, right?
Nope. That would be creep.
Yeah, you're looking for some sort of indication that he has money on him, right?
Yeah, that's an 18.
Yeah. You know Braxis's bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy also has one. So, if there's money in there, there's possibly an almost endless amount of money. There is also the possibility there is no money in there, and you might find something different.
Does he keep that fang on?
This
him?
is an absolute crapshoot of a pickpocketing if you try it.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand for it if I try and pickpocket him.
Sure, you're gonna have to. Yeah, sleight of hand is fine.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give it a shot.
And this is really to hide it from Quincy.
Should I roll stealth then? Instead?
Yeah. I mean, this guy's
Okay.
fucking passed out, so you're probably not too concerned about budging him at all. It's just
That
like
wasn't that one, but it was a +7, so it's an 8.
you Marion very calmly walks over, very concerned, to check on this man. Eyes lock on that thing. And you reach for it.
hey, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I was worried that he might asphyxiate, so I was just going to prop him up.
He'll be all right. Don't worry. You should probably not bother him.
Then I'm gonna head towards the Killian room. 'Cause I fucked it up.
Yep.
Mhm.
I lean in and I just say, listen, if you gotta toss her out, I'd love to see it.
Listen, man.
Don't tell her I said that. but
Listen,
I
I
was
don't
just-
know if you understand the enormity of what you just did. I have never gotten beyond like 80%.
Oh, yeah.
If you want me to toss her out right now, I will.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I
all right,
appreciate it.
all right.
Okay, I appreciate it. I did see you throw the cask of before. So that was
Yeah.
was pretty awesome.
Hey, I got something else you might like to try to do too. Oh, do you wanna take a swing of that hammer?
Like, are you serious?
I 100%, dude.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And so he turns around and he like gets off that little. You now know that there's like a little stool behind the bar, and he like jumps up and grabs it off its mantle, and he just hands it directly to you.
Well, here, let's go. Let's find like a tree or something to try this out for you.
Oh my god. Guys, look at me. It's me and my friend Quincy. We're gonna go swing the hammer of thunderbolts.
Howdy, you.
You know.
Such an honor to hold the relic of your god.
And you guys head outside and just look for a target. I mean, whatever you want it to fucking be, man.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, I mean, anything.
I mean, here's the thing. We can do like a tree. We can do, fuck it. Let's say there's like a training dummy out there. Why not?
Sure.
All right, I want you to really focus on the hammer, get some follow through, and really just fucking whack that thing. All right.
Okay. All right. I trudge out there. I am in my armor, and I kind of like I take a swing back, and yeah, you can see like Malcolm is not terribly strong, but you can see that like the suit of armor gives him sort of stability that he would not otherwise have. Not necessarily strength, but it allows him to do things that might require more strength, more typically. And so yeah, you can see sort of the electricity coming out of that stone, kind of like, you know, do a little extra spark action, and gets his hips in and takes a good swing.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll to hit. Go ahead and just roll that damage for me.
Ooh, what is that? A D12?
I believe it's 2d6 for the hammer itself,
2d6,
and then 2d6 for
The thunder.
yeah. That's I just rolled it all at the same time, but it's 16, I guess, plus my strength would be +1, so 17.
All right. So 17 is the total.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to separate it out?
No, it's fine. I'll just flavor it fun. So
Yeah.
You listen. This hammer is heavy. It's very clearly made for someone incredibly strong. You you take a swing, and like it's a decent swing. But the really cool thing is that right after you hit it, there's a of thunder, and like this training dummy explodes. It is just ash and burnt straw.
He like gives you a little elbow. That's pretty cool, right?
I'm like shaking, and then I just like, that was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And he gives you a high five.
You said my room's basically outside, right?
You took the Bilgy room?
Yeah.
It feels, in the sense that it looks like the outside.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. You did all hear that thunderclap, though.
I just want to, like, you'll hear me from far away go, Malcolm! Woo! That's it.
All right. I'm glad we got to do that, man. I'm glad you're having a good time. I love helping people when they get here, you know.
That was really great. I'm never gonna forget this day.
Hey man, you come back whenever you want. Fucking after you sleep off that. What I have to imagine was basically liver destroyed.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like shit.
Absolutely, yeah. I fucking bet, dude. Let's see. Your friend took the Bilgy room. I think your other friend took the Killian room. So, you wanted to take the Quincy room, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
All right. It should be all set and clean in there. I usually clean it before I get ready for the day. So, if you want to go in there and take a nap or sleep, whatever, now you can go for it.
Okay, I could probably use the short nap.
Yeah. And the span of time to try the challenge, especially to get all of it. I mean, you were in mid-afternoon when you got there. It's probably like 7, 8 o'clock at night now.
Yeah.
So it's getting later. You all head back in. You're, I guess, sleeping already in the Bilgy room?
I did a couple turns like a dog, and I curled up for the night.
Absolutely. Beautiful. The stars twinkle above you, and it's all a good time. Aaron, what is Marion doing right now?
I would like to just like peruse the bookshelves and just see if there's anything like immediately like that jumps out at me, and if not, I'll just take a quick cat nap.
Roll investigation for me.
Okay. That was an 8.
Okay. The books on the shelf are about like various magics and stuff. I don't think there's a whole lot that would really appeal to Marion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all like really cool, and there's definitely some books there that are like rare, if not, that's the only copy.
Right.
But I don't think there's anything that would particularly stand out to you.
Okay. I'll lie down for a little bit.
All right, you take a quick lie down, Braxis.
Yeah, I'm going to the Gregory room. I think I just kind of walk in and just instantly like fall, like spread eagle face down onto the bed. just pass out. Onto the...
Well,
Assume being so devoted to order that you would only do that if that's exactly the way you sleep every night.
the bed is perfectly made, and in flopping down onto it, you don't seem to disturb it at all. You're just like
Yes,
a video game character on a bed right now.
Perfect.
Malcolm, are you just going straight for the Quincy room, or is there anything else you want to do before we?
Yeah, no, I'll go ahead and go to the Quincy room. I imagine that some of the adrenaline has probably started to wear off, and I'm probably in pretty bad shape for a nap,
Yeah.
or at least to lay down a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And it's fucking nighttime. Yeah, it's early, but like it's already decently dark out. So you head into the room, and it smells like Quincy.
Oh god.
he does head in real quick, and he grabs just like a little scroll that was in there.
I got a friend who can activate this, so I'll have a little tiny hut outside.
And when he leaves, you do notice that he like begins to tap on the last remaining guy's shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And he does. He like puts his hand to the scroll, like split, and you see him head out the back door.
Nice. Yeah, I'll just kind of have a look around the room and see if there's any other Quincy memorabilia in here that I might recognize,
I won't.
or if it's just very simple.
It is pretty simple. It's mostly like workout gear and stuff. Because even in his retirement, he keeps it swole.
Yeah.
There is a little like journal in there that he keeps, but it's kind of dusty. You can tell that it hasn't really been touched in a while. Aside from that, it's mostly workout equipment. There's a few probably magical weapons that he's kept mounted to the wall.
Is when you say there's a journal, is it? I imagine it would not be apparent if it's like actually like his like his diary journal versus like just maybe traveling notes or something.
I mean, without like opening it, it's just like a notebook.
Yeah. Okay. Can I probably like I see it and then I'm kind of like duh, like I should walk around like duh. And then after like pacing around the room for like 5-10 minutes, I'm probably like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I will also not also I will I'll cast Mage Hand and I'll open it with my Mage Hand.
Okay, it opens.
Very polite.
He hasn't. It doesn't seem like it's been booby trapped or anything like that.
Yeah.
He probably just didn't expect anyone was going to stay in that room tonight besides him.
Sure.
Are you reading it?
Yeah, I'm just I think initially I would just like sort of open it to like a random page and just see like what kind of things are in it. If it's sort of like his, like apparently his thoughts, or if it's like calculations or drawings or like whatever.
The page you open up to is about actually the founding of the Giant's Pour. So he had just finished one of his greatest adventures, which you would know would have to do with fighting a dragon that was over in the west side of Barakat, an ancient dragon. He talks about like wanting to settle down and how he sort of managed to convince Gregory, Bilgi, and Killian to help him make this tavern. That's all that's on that page for the most part. It's just about like how he's excited that he managed to do it, etc., and so forth.
Is it possible that this because I imagine he's had plenty. Well, I guess the founding of the Giants Corps was kind of the beginning of his retirement, so maybe there hasn't been that many adventures since then. Basically, what I'm trying to suss is like, is this the journal that he's like actively writing in, or is he like working on like a memoir kind of a thing? You know?
Are you? I mean, are you like ruffling through it? What are you?
Yeah, fuck.
Cool.
Cut to the chase.
You sort of like skip ahead a bunch of pages. You do find that there is an amount of like blank empty pages in the back. The last entry that you come across is dated like 25 years ago, and it says, "I saw Killian again today," and that's it.
That's it. Interesting. All right, I will. I'll reclose the cover for now, and yeah, I'll just I'll sort of take out my tool and kind of fiddle with that that sort of central piece, and it kind of recollapses the armor, and I sort of put it back in my pocket. I jangle it about a bit as I habitually do, and then I'll just kind of crawl into bed and relax. I probably won't necessarily try to sleep right away, but just kind of like stare at the ceiling and sort of take in the day.
Yeah, man. So you relax in the bed. You do hear like a as the scroll gets activated in the back. Apparently Tiny Hut makes like a weird gulping sound. Eventually you do hear the door slam as the two patrons that are left in there leave. It's pretty quiet besides that. And I would imagine, unless you plan on doing something else, eventually you fall asleep.
Okay. Yeah.
The four of you, 4 separate rooms in the Giant's Pour. We're going to go ahead and take our break right here. That seems like a good spot for it. It's about halfway point would be anyway.
Okay.
So.
Very cool.
Why do we have Factor up here still?
It's
yeah, everyone go ahead and take a tea break, get some food, a little snacky snack. We're really going to get into the meat of the one shot after this. So
very cool.
I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. It's my first time DMing.
I just want to say, isn't it nice to meet, to see somebody meet their hero and they're not a dick?
Yes.
I'm actually
that is a good point.
I'm really bad at making characters that are like straight up assholes. You're either like cartoon villain or just like slightly misunderstood nice guy.
Too bad you're not DMing the world, Garrett.
Yeah, what the hell?
Thank you. Oh my God. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
All right. Deal.
Balls.
There we go. We're back. When last we
balls?
met.
I said balls, yes.
Nice. So, you guys have all taken a little snoozle in the Giant's Pour, and the night is peaceful. It is calm. Here, let me get.
Oh, right in the mic.
It is calm. It is relaxing.
Ooh.
And you know what? These beds, goddamn comfortable.
ASMR.
You guys.
Welcome to my cutting salon.
Let me I need a bottle. You guys find yourselves in an expanse of grass. Off in the distance, you see like a wooded area. There's like a fine town over here. There's what looks to be like an above ground dungeon, maybe an abandoned temple. It's flickering, it's changing as you're looking at it. And there's also what looks like you're inside a library. The sky is changing colors even as you look at it. Dark blues, purples, the stars seem to move, to fade in and out. And in the middle of this vast expanse is a woman sitting next to a tree. You don't remember waking up. You don't remember how you got here. You just remember falling asleep in the tavern, and now you're here.
Do we see each other, or just this woman in the tree, like individually?
You look around and you do see each other. You seem to be standing almost in like a square around this tree, although you're some like 150 feet away from it.
Okay. So we're in a library. There's a temple off in the distance and a tree with a woman beside it.
You are in a library in a very dream sense, where like
Right.
when you look at that distance, you feel like you are already in a library. Right now, you are essentially in this grassland expanse with just a large tree and a woman sitting in the tree.
Okay.
Does anyone have like a higher perception or passive perception?
I might.
My passive, no,
Mine's 14.
13.
Yours are both higher than mine, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The woman seems to have some sort of weapon with her, but that's really all you can tell from where you are.
Okay.
If I don't know if this is the case, but if it's a character and like if this is Killian, I might be able to passively determine that. My passive investigation is quite high. But I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know how you would tell who someone is from like 150 feet away, especially because
Okay.
like, I mean, you wouldn't know what any of them look like, because Whoa! Okay, that was Matt. Oh no!
B-Monk!
B-Monk gifted a sub to Matt.
Thanks, B-Monk.
Oh, thanks, B-Monk.
Hey!
What a legend.
Oh.
I'm going to say that you cannot identify who it is unless your perception is high.
Fair
But
enough.
I'll walk closer to the woman.
okay. You approach the woman and you get kind of a better view of her. You see that she's wearing just some nice, clean robes. There's, for some reason, like, empty jars around her. And the weapon that it looked like she had is actually lodged in her chest.
Does she do I see blood or anything? Like does she appear to be hurt by this, or is it just kind of in there?
No, she looks like she's just, like, resting against the tree.
Okay. I'll be like, hello, fair maiden. I do not know what sort of fantasia I've been thrust into, but do you know where we are?
She, as if being stirred from a stupor, like, looks at you for the first time. No.
My name is Count Braxis, and you are?
And she looks around as if, like, just taking in the world around her for the first time. I'm looking for something. And she stands up and kind of looks around, like she's like checks her pockets, and the whole every time she moves, the hammer moves with her, like just like it's part of her body. And she does not seem to be paying attention to it at all.
You have a thing in you. Point to the you said it was a
hammer?
A hammer is thrust inside of her?
It is a hammer that just seems like it's halfway in her chest.
But like the blunt end is the blunt end in her or outside of is it the handle that's thrust into her?
The head of the hammer is just like halfway into her chest.
Like someone took a baseball swing and it actually just like impacted into her chest.
It would have been more like a downward swing, because like the
Okay.
hammer is here and the handle goes this way.
I see.
Well, okay, yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be specific.
No, yeah, it makes sense.
She looks down at the hammer. She like pokes it and kind of grabs the handle. Okay.
Can I walk up?
Yeah, and you see all the things that I've just described.
Yeah. I want to investigate the hammer and see if it looks the same as the hammer that was hanging on the wall.
It was. It is. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. If you
Cool.
get close enough, it's very obviously the same hammer.
Okay, so is it fair for me to is it fair for Marion to put the following together? Quincy this is Quincy's hammer.
Mhm.
There was only one female in Quincy's group of 4, which is Killian. So stands to a good chance that this might be Killian. Quincy might have done this.
That is a 100% fair assumption to make.
Okay. Then Marion is going to kneel down beside this woman, and just,
Can you tell me what the last thing you remember is?
You push away some jars so you can kneel next to her.
Clink, clink,
Um,
clink,
forget about the jars.
She turns to you, and just looking in her eyes, you can see that she is dazed. I was looking for something. And she picks up a jar and looks at it. Something to do with, and she just trails off.
I would know who the strongest out of the 4 of us is, yes?
Presumably, and I think it might be Braxis.
With a 10?
With the maybe, I don't know. Yeah, what's
No,
everyone's strength
Malcolm's got
score?
a 13,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
but still not.
Yeah.
nothing's, You know.
Malcolm, could you try and remove this hammer?
Yeah, I'll approach.
As
She's a ways away, so I'm assuming she kind of hollers.
yeah,
Oh,
Yo.
yeah. I'll just turn and be like,
Malcolm, the hammer.
It's just as hot though. It's as if she whispers sexually
Yeah,
across
yeah.
300 feet.
ASMR even at 100
Oh my
feet.
God. So she's
Yeah.
right here.
It's a great use for thaumaturgy, by the way.
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think it's raw, but it's definitely intended.
As you approach, this woman grabs a jar, takes off the lid, and like puts it over the handle of the hammer. No, that's not right. And she throws the jar down. She is just looking around off into the distance, now kind of completely ignoring the 2 companions who are near her.
Can I
I
inspect the jars?
What?
Can I look closer at the jars, or are they just empty jars?
Roll. I guess investigation or perception. It doesn't really matter here.
Which one is higher? My perception.
Mhm.
That didn't help. That was a 6. Never mind.
Yeah, these are jars. They're empty.
Cool.
great jars, homie.
Yeah.
Free jars.
there's there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
Can I come take one?
You're gonna take a jar?
I just want to take a jar.
Okay. Luce, you from the distance.
I'm running up.
Yeah. You run over and you yoink a jar. What are you doing with it? You looking at it?
Well, I'd like to look at it. Yeah.
Sure. Roll investigation for me.
I'll take a shot. Where?
Oh, wait. Fuck it. We'll do it this way.
No. It goes bad.
Oh, then skills. Let me scroll down.
Yeah. Okay, that one.
Yep.
That's 18.
You pick up the jar and you hold it real close. You kind of run your fingers over it, get a real feel for this jar.
Uh-huh.
It's made of glass.
Okay.
It's clear.
Uh-huh.
Empty, probably.
Oh, okay. Probably?
Probably.
That was really what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But okay.
You don't see anything in there.
Is it,
It smells clean.
you got like dishwashers?
It's just a jar.
Damn.
It's just an empty jar.
You know what that jar is? You know what that jar is actually full of? Possibility.
Man, he's a jar empty kind of guy.
As you are examining the
full.
jar, this woman quickly like snatches it from you, and she goes, "Fireflies! I need to catch the fireflies."
I was gonna say that.
and she kind of looks around, and for a brief moment of lucidity, locks eyes in the distance. There is what looks like just a ball of light. Was not there before, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. And she like picks up as many jars as she can hold, and she just starts marching over there, heedless of you guys.
Are there any jars left on the ground?
She said there were 4, or you said there were 4 or 5?
There's like 4.
And she took the one from me?
She took the one from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she is marching toward this ball of light.
I'd like to go with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna trail.
Okay.
I obviously recognize the hammer, I'm sure.
100%.
Yeah. So since the moment's kind of passed, I'm not going to try to like actually rip it out of her chest, but what I will try to do, I don't know, just to see, is I'm gonna see if I can cast reduce on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Just make it tiny, small.
Mm-hmm.
Make it small.
Make small.
See what happens.
There's no like save or anything on that for a magic item, is
Not
there?
for an object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The hammer.
Okay, wait. It says choose either a creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. Seems like she's both wearing and carrying this hammer in a way.
I guess I would have to say that it doesn't work then.
Damn it.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Sorry.
All right.
That's a good
That's
catch.
cool. Give me my spell slot back.
That's fine.
You can have it.
I'm fine with it failing and just like not catching it all.
Yeah.
Mostly because like I want you.
Well,
guys,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah.
it wouldn't work.
So,
Yeah.
as she approaches this ball of light, you guys, are you all following her?
I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she? So there's no. Just to be clear, there's no jars left behind, but there's still the tree.
The tree is still there. Yeah.
Okay.
She
What happened to the jar?
she took
She
them.
took him.
They're just gone. Oh,
Yeah,
she
she
took all the
scooped
jars.
them all up in her little arms, and she's going.
In
Can you tell us
between
what? Can you just describe a little bit of what Killian looks like?
She looks like she's maybe in her early 40s. She's got shorter brown hair. It's probably like to her shoulder. Human.
Okay.
Absolutely human.
Hmm.
She's got what are they? Crow's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crow's feet.
Yeah. And she does wear a small pair of glasses. The robes
Okay.
she's wearing are very nice, obviously very like scholarly.
Okay.
You wouldn't be surprised to see her sitting in a corner alone at Hogwarts, I guess is probably the best way to describe her.
Oh, she's
Okay.
a Ravenclaw. Okay.
She's a raven.
Okay. Well, maybe tone that down a little bit.
J.K. Rowling cannot exist in this world. She
You know what?
can't.
That is more than fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Garrett, now that I've gotten a close look at her, I've seen the hammer in her chest, and being the fanboy that I am, do I have enough information to possibly deduce who this is? I don't know what information is available about.
So I mean, you know Killian exists, or existed. You know that she was a sorcerer / wizard, or at least some sort of mage. And you know that she adventured with Quincy for a long time. You can make the assumption in the same way that Aaron did, but now it would be very confusing as to why it looks like Quincy's hammer is in her chest.
Yeah. Rather than follow her immediately, I'm gonna lag behind, and I'm gonna begin ritual casting magic mouth,
Okay. All right.
and you can tell me when when a minute has gone by.
Sure. She's approaching this ball of light with the jars, and as she gets right up next to it, she gets one of the jars and goes to like, but the ball splits into 4 and goes off in separate directions, leaving behind a trail of golden light, just like a line of gold through the sky. Well, it's not through the sky; it's on the ground. It's like maybe 5 feet up.
Line of gold through the ground.
Yeah, it's just a very obvious path that these lights have taken. And she kind of she drops the jars and she's just like, "Fuck." And she just like kind of looks in each direction, unsure of what to do.
Would you like any help with that?
Yeah. Could you? And she kind of looks down at the ground and picks up a jar. Could you go get one for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with Luce. I feel like it's bad form to just be like, yeah, go, run into the
Have
bush
fun.
for this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Braxis, what are you doing?
Is there some way to tell whether? I guess I'm just a little curious whether this is like a dream state we're in, or whether we're actually here. Is there some way I can investigate that? I guess I'll try. Well, I guess I'll try like pinching like see if I can like hurt myself first off. First question.
Smart.
In pinching yourself, you do feel a little bit of pain.
Okay. Such a curious state we find ourselves in.
With the shifting landscapes and stuff, I think the best that you can assume is that I don't think it's...
At the very least, we're in a die in the dream, die in real life kind of situation.
You are at the very least not in Barakat. This seems to be.
Are we still hurt from the drinking challenge, or has
no? You guys are back up to full health. Whether whether or not that's from a full rest or just the way that you have transferred to this new area is unclear. But like full magic, full health.
Okay.
What direction do you guys go? Because there's 4 biomes that I described and 4 lights. Guess where they're fucking going? Like,
what were the 4 biomes again?
Yeah, can you
There's one that looks like a library, one that looks like a forest, one that looks very cathedral-esque, a very fine-looking town, and another one that was like an abandoned temple or perhaps some sort of dungeon.
Is it library, forest, temple, and
So they all correspond to the. There's one for each of the 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luce, shall we go towards the library?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I have lost this accent so completely. It's so gone. But yeah, we'll head towards the library because from my powers of deduction, I think that's Killian's one.
We should all travel together. Who knows what strange things we may encounter in this dreamscape.
The magic mouth goes off. What are you doing with it?
Okay, so how magic mouth works is I get to leave a 25-word or less message, and with a trigger, and then when the trigger is met, the mouth will appear and speak the message. It's in my voice and the same volume and everything. So anyway, so I'm casting magic mouth on the tree that I stand by.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, I say, I too saw Gilead today, I think. So if you ever make it here, how you do.
Okay.
By the way, your hammer is in her chest. Sure, that's fine.
What's that about?
Love, Malcolm. Bye.
Bye. Love it.
This has a very like millennial sending a work email sort of thing, like just checking in, no biggie if it's not a
Absolutely.
not a
No
hammer in
worries.
someone's chest. I just wanted to no worries.
I assume it's part of the plan.
So
Just let me know.
Yeah, and so the trigger will just be if Quincy ever comes within 30 feet of this tree.
How long does that last? Is that literally
Indefinitely.
Wow.
until
Or
dispel?
until the dispel.
Dang.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So
If he ever ends up in this dream world, wherever the fuck,
yeah.
he'll know his boy Malcolm's looking out for him.
Mhm. You leave that message there.
Hell yeah.
Do you then follow your companions or?
I'll catch up.
All right. As you walk, the landscape sort of shifts as you follow this golden path, and you find that you are now in four walls and a ceiling. You are now in a
Okay.
building, despite not having walked through a door or through any sort of portcullis, what have you. And you are now walking in what seems to be a well-kept library. As you follow this path, you eventually notice that it starts to curve upwards. And you see above one of the bookshelves is this little glowing light, smaller than the original one. But it's there. And the bookshelf is probably about 15 feet tall. It's got one of those sliding ladders. And this thing is maybe 10 feet out from the bookshelf. So, like, if the bookshelf is here, the light's, like, here. It's kind of...
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it moving at all, or just kind of like floating in midair?
It seems like it's, like, jerking around a little bit, but it's not moving from, like, that space.
I mean, I have really good dex. So can I just climb this ladder?
Yeah, you can climb the ladder. That's fine.
Do you need me to roll to climb the ladder?
Well, let's find out. So, as you're climbing the ladder, you feel your feet, like, sinking into the steps as if the ladder itself doesn't really want to be climbed. So, you do have to kind of go quickly, almost like someone running on water.
Okay, can I try something different? Can I try and climb the bookshelf itself and see if there's just the same effect?
Yeah, go for it. So you sort of grab onto one of the bookshelves,
Yeah.
both hands, and try to get like a leg up. You manage to. The bookshelf, not the actual full bookshelf, but like the literal shelf that you're grabbing onto, does tilt and several books fall past you.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you don't fall off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just get the ladder so that it's like underneath the light, and I'm just gonna try and do it. Just try and climb it as quickly as I can.
All right, give me a straight dex roll.
All right. That's a 23.
Yeah. Despite the fact that it seems like every step wants to like sag down to the floor, you do manage to get on top of the bookshelf. And
Okay.
it doesn't tip when you're up there.
Okay, cool. So now the light is 10 feet from me?
It's 10 feet off of the bookshelf. So if you want to
Okay.
get to it, you would have to jump. And a long jump from standing, I believe, is... I'm going to have to look it up. It's been a second.
Okay.
But I'm not sure you can do 10 feet. What's your dex score?
An 18. I'm really dexterous.
I figured. It's the number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately. And I believe half that if you don't move 10 feet. So you can jump 9 feet.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Well, it uses your strength, not your dex.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which is
Less.
especially bad because
Yeah.
that means actually I
Yeah.
can only move 8 feet. Okay, well, I'm up here. Do I see anything?
Matt,
Luce, why don't you try that mage hand again?
Ooh.
I could do that. Yeah, I'll cast I was gonna try that too. To cast Mage Hand and then like should we grab the ball then? The light?
Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely want to try and grab the light.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, I'll cast Mage Hand and try and grab at the light.
okay.
I have a jar too. But I don't know.
I'll
hold the jar. Mage Hand. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
the mage hand has the jar. Or you're
No,
holding
I'll
the jar?
have the jar. Sorry, I
Okay,
thought about
cool.
it because you can't have both. Shut up.
You reach. You're not making your hand invisible, right?
No.
Because that is something you can do.
Yeah.
Your mage hand goes up there and just tries to at the light.
Mhm.
Every time it does, it's just dodging your grabbing.
Okay.
Do I have a...
Perhaps if you manipulated the jar itself and tried to use that to like catch it.
Can I grab the jar with the mage hand now and try to just scoop it?
Yeah. So that you open the jar.
I open the jar
Okay.
and try and scoop it.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me just I think you can use sleight of hand for this sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, give me a sleight of hand roll.
So skills.
Just because you're arcane trickster shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a bad idea if this doesn't work.
Okay.
I would be shocked if it didn't.
That's a 28.
That's a 28, brother. Yeah. You with the jar, it just like slowly rises up next to the little flying ball, and you and then, like hold it upside down, and it just like quickly comes down, so you can put your hand on it,
Mhm.
and then you
Lid.
put the lid on.
Yeah.
You guys got a firefly,
Wow.
or at least a little ball of light.
Yay.
As you like screw the jar back on, the library itself seems to sort of collapse. Aaron, you just kind of like float down.
Oh, I feather fall?
Yeah. Well, really, what it is, it's the reality of the shelf is collapsing, and you just kind of ride it. But
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
the library is gone, and you seem to be back in that like green expanse.
Okay.
Have we moved, or is just like the library itself is just gone, and we're just in like the area where it was?
You're basically just in the area it was,
Okay.
but you do feel like you might be a little bit closer than you were when you originally walked over.
All right. Where to next?
Should we return this to the
Oh,
woman with the hammer in her chest?
I really did like it, but yeah, probably. I think that's what she wants. I thought I'd keep it, but
All right. So you head back. You can see where the lines are still
What if we
coming
kept
from.
one of the 4 gems and just didn't return it to?
I mean,
the
what if?
temple?
I don't know. I just thought.
This
Like, do they really need all 4 elements? Like, who needs air? Come on.
you head back to the area where Killian was. She's still there. She has actually sat back down though, and again looks like she's just sitting, kind of zoned out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll hold it out to her. Shake it. I don't know. Like, we got your thing.
It's like,
Oh, firefly. And she like looks at it for a second, and she takes the lid off and like looks at it, and it just
Oh.
right. I'm Killian. Yes. I need more of the fireflies. And she like puts the jar away and picks up another one from the ground. Can you guys help me? I definitely I need the rest of them. And she hands you guys at least one other jar, unless you want to take all three.
Can we?
Take one at a time.
Yeah, why not? Okay. And you can tell that she's like less of a stupor now. She's more like lost in thought. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Do you remember anything else, like where you are or why the hammer is in you?
What? What hammer?
Point to the hammer.
She looks down. Oh,
What's your
oh
hammer?
yeah. I think I need this too. And she like tries to wiggle the hammer. It doesn't move.
Okay.
Well,
Clearly, your
which one do
psyche
you...
has been shattered, and we must restore it with the fragments that are, I guess, are bugs or something.
I mean, you, yeah. As far as you know, they're bugs.
Yeah.
All right, where are you guys going now?
Yeah. Marion was just gonna ask like where you guys want to go. I picked the first one.
it
It's
is,
not my turn.
Temple, a forest, and what else?
It's
And a dungeon.
yeah. The
Dungeon.
the temple is it's not a temple. It's like a city, but it looks very it's well made. It's very much like Gregory's room,
Mhm.
where there's a lot of like whites and golds.
And then we've got the forest, which is like the
Bilgy.
Bilgy guy.
Bilgy.
Yeah. Bill for short.
Yeah. Oh, Bill.
Let us
I
to
just-
the city. Perhaps there is someone there who may know more about what's going on.
Okay. You guys, you follow the line into the city, and you do end up in a temple. You end up before a very grand temple. There's like these huge marble pillars. The door is goddamn ginormous. It looks like it was designed for like a T-Rex to go through in sense of height.
A church for dinosaurs.
Dino Church.
I mean, can I make a religion check and know anything about, based on what this temple looks like who it's for?
Yeah, if you want, go for it.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, you're gotcha.
Yeah.
This is very obviously a temple to Pelor, the god of light.
Ooh.
Kind of basic to your tastes, but like, yeah, he's a good enough guy. It is very stately.
Okay. Yes, this is a temple of Pelor. If you're into that sort of thing.
Pretty vanilla, in my opinion.
It's sort of the missionary sex of religion.
I love it. Can I look around and see
In
where
that it's secretly very, very pleasant.
Yeah.
It's not even secretly. It is pleasant.
Mhm.
It's
It's
basic.
become underrated.
Yeah, it's fine.
Pelor.
It's basic like milk chocolate is basic. Yeah.
Everyone loves
Everyone loves it, but it's because it's good.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no one wants
Yo.
to say it's their favorite, but
Yeah.
it is.
I legit don't like milk chocolate, but I do like missionary. Anyway, moving on.
Cool.
But
Good
I
talk.
do.
The first ranking just things I like.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate. Missionary sex is a bit.
Dorks.
Doors.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look around.
Yeah,
and
tell us
see-
if you prefer milk chocolate or missionary sex.
Drop it in chat. You can only have one.
Drop it in chat. You can only have one for the rest of your life. Yeah, let's
Shit.
fucking.
Can I
let's
see what this orb
fucking,
is?
Just describe the orb, please.
Ponder it, please.
Ponder it.
Yeah, we're still outside the temple, and
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
we have a sense that the firefly is in here.
Only if the golden line going straight through the door is an indication.
Okay. Heard.
I mean, can I reach the handle?
Yeah. The handles low to the ground.
Okay, I'll try to open the door.
Okay, roll a strength check for me.
Oh no.
Hmm. Oh, 7.
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Hmm. Well, I'm stumped.
I give up.
It is.
That's what I've got to
It
bring
is
to
large
this.
and heavy. That's all I've got.
Is there a lock on the door?
No,
It's very big.
it's very large
This
and
is
heavy.
very big.
It is a wrought iron door
Uh-huh.
designed to be the size of like a T-Rex again.
Right.
Like it's like
Okay.
30 feet tall.
Huge.
Okay. Are there any windows?
Yeah, there's a lot of stained glass windows on the side of the building. They're like 10, 15 feet up, so you might have to find a way to get up there before you can bust through.
Can I?
Oh,
I have many
sorry.
Oh, no, you go.
I just realized I have a. Well, I don't know how helpful this actually be right now. You guys would probably know that I have a ring of X-ray vision.
Ooh.
So I could see into the temple maybe, but I don't know how much that would help us.
That might help.
Yeah, since we know.
We
Oh, we
can
know
see if
we're-
the
we know we gotta
firefly's
go in there. I can. I mean, fuck it. I will think about my hero Quincy and how he's been an inspiration for me my entire life, and that I learned this spell just for him. And I'll, since it didn't work before, I will go ahead and enlarge myself
Ooh.
and grow to double my size.
Nice. You're 10 feet tall.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah.
Or 8, probably.
And now that I'm like half a dinosaur, I'll try to open the door.
Cool, give me a strength check.
Yeah, bruh. Okay, so I have advantage on this check. Can I use athletics? I always have to ask this question.
If you want to use athletics, you're gonna have to like charge the door. I'm gonna say, because to me athletics wouldn't just be like pulling it open. I think you'd have to like
Okay.
try to barge it a little bit more.
Totally fair. Yeah, it says, yeah, okay, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so regular strength check.
Yep. Again, unless you want to
No
charge
whammies,
it, which
no
would
whammy.
it would only raise it a little bit, so I don't know what your athletics are.
All right, I got a 19.
Yeah, dude. It takes a little bit of doing, and it definitely moves slowly, but you manage to pull it until there's about 3 or 4 feet of space, so that y'all can fit in there.
All right.
You might have some issues
Go on,
as a
get.
giant, but
I just pat his leg. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why did I
I'll
wait here? I could hold the door. Door.
nice, classic, timely. Um,
Timely.
Still relevant.
You
The
guys-
last 3 years have been a blur, baby. I don't know.
you enter this temple, and it is goddamn beautiful. All the pews are this
I'll just
again.
kind of be like peeking in.
It almost
Look
looks
back.
like it's all carved from one piece of marble. If there are seams anywhere, you have trouble finding them.
Okay.
In the back is this huge altar, ordained with like white and gold and flowery looking shit. Behind it is a statue of a man holding his hand out, and in his hand, that little ball of light. In his other hand is a sword. But
Oh,
May
really
I?
buried
definitely-
leave there.
May I have the jar, please? May I
think-
attempt this one?
Yes.
I will
Gotcha.
attempt to. I'll go up to the guy and attempt to. Actually, let me see what I have on me. 1 second.
I definitely bet Dobes made this place. Excellent craftsmanship.
I think I have something. I have a. What is this? What's a sensor? like a
Oh,
religious
it's
center?
That's like
it's
the-
one of the
Yeah. It's the swinging
What
thing
is it?
that has
Oh,
incense
it's
in
the
it.
swinging thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
It's the thing that
like,
holds the incense.
It's the like the Catholic flail, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Except for instead of
Sure.
this,
Putting
it's more
it.
like this.
Not it's ceremonial. It's not like, a weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Catholic flail.
Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna pull out some. I have a block of incense in my pack. I'm gonna pull that out and I think you use thaumaturgy to light that, right?
I think so. Yeah, I'll say yeah, because I know it can start like a small fire torch or whatever.
Can you start a fire?
I thought, right? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Actually, I don't know if it can start a fire. I think you can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color.
Oh, I mean,
That's not
um,
one sort of fire.
Does someone have a light?
I'm pretty sure I have like a tinderbox or something.
I have a witch bolt.
don't
I have
wait,
a tinderbox.
wait, look at your cantrips. Don't you have?
I have. Oh, I do have a firebolt.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's
So
that's
you
fine.
just like,
Make it
just,
happen.
like, just aim up a little bit. You could.
Yeah.
Try and
The
do it as gently
flamethrower,
as
like-
possible.
Okay, so assuming we can do that to light it, I'm basically going to step up to the statue and say, "We shall make a bargain," and I'll attempt to take the jar and try to get basically not quite I guess sort of Indiana Jones a little bit, basically get the light and replace it with the lit incense.
Oh.
Okay. Roll me sleight of hand. Yeah, sleight of hand.
That one.
Cool.
For a total of 2.
As you like bring the jar up, the statue actually clasps his hand closed and pulls it back and brings up the sword. And then once you have like settled back down, it moves back.
Can I try mage hand again this time with the invisibility? Would that be helpful? I can make the mage hand invisible.
You can't make the jar invisible.
I can't make the jar
Yeah.
invisible. I am a liar.
I will stand back and be like, this statue does not seem willing to bargain as
It's-
such,
Its eyes
or
glow.
or does not accept the incense, I suppose.
Its eyes
But yes,
glow,
feel free to give it a try.
and it like hits you with like a spotlight. And it kind of leans down, and you can feel something start to like prod at your mind. You can roll me a wisdom save to fight it, or you can, I guess, let it happen. I don't know why I said
I
that.
I will allow it to happen.
Okay. You
That was a master stroke, Garrett.
yeah. Sometimes you give away your own secrets. It's fine. It
No, I just mean you got him to let it happen by
yeah.
being like, I mean, you could, but why would you want to?
I'm assuming this is some kind of test that I clearly, with my unshakable faith, I will pass. So
You.
Oh yeah.
You.
Oops.
What did that come
My
to?
AirPods just died.
Oh.
Oh no.
Excuse me. But I can hear through Garrett's headphones.
Oh yeah, I can. I'll do
Okay.
this.
Alright.
Let
Continue.
me turn this up.
That's fine.
Okay. You feel it go through your memories. It's almost like just going through files in a drawer. And it stops and takes careful notice of your past, of the the things.
so it says you resurrected the dark god of.
Tried to resurrect a dark god. So it takes its time there.
Circles mentally circles some things in red pen.
Roll perception for me.
There we go.
15.
15?
Yep.
Okay. You notice during this time the hand is slowly closing around the golden orb again. But then you feel the memories kind of shift and it moves forward to you meeting this new adventuring group.
Ooh.
And changing your ways.
Mhm.
And then it leaves. And there's a I don't want to describe the voice as deep and gravelly, because then if I can't do it, it'll be really embarrassing.
It's like sexy and hot.
Yeah, it's like
Mark.
really fucking. You do hear it. There has been much darkness in your heart, but perhaps it is better to be born bad and become good than to be born good. And it moves its hand closer to you and just opens it.
Oh.
And I'll attempt to take the orb.
Yep, you do very easily. Excellent choice in letting Braxton, not Braxton, what the fuck?
Praxis.
Braxis. Yeah.
Tony
Excellent choice
Braxis.
letting Braxis be the
Tony
one to do
Braxton.
this. Because otherwise that actually might have been a lot harder.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We're so smart.
Again,
All right, I will put the orb in the jar.
just like last time, as soon as that jar is closed, it disappears and you're back in that field.
Okay.
I assume, I'm just going to fast track here.
Mhm.
I assume you give the firefly
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Killian.
Yep.
Again, she opens it up and just... Although this time seems like she was more aware of what it was going to be doing. And you can see her start to focus more.
Okay.
Right. I did something. I don't think it was good. And this time she notices the hammer on her own. She kind of struggles against it. Fuck. Would you mind getting the last two for me?
Of
Of
course.
course.
Thank you. And she just gives you the two jars that are left. But as you guys start to leave wherever you're going, she's looking up at the sky and just sort of studying the stars, the shifting colors of the heavens.
Okay.
Where to, buckaroos?
We got the woods and
The dungeon.
The dungeon. I think.
I feel like we should do dungeon
I think
last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh.
let's save dungeon for last.
Okay. I'm done.
Of course.
Okay.
Woods
Go to
time.
the woods.
Woods time. I love the woods.
You guys, you follow the golden line through the woods, and it starts to get a little bit darker. Even as you're traveling, for the first time, you can kind of hear like a background noise, the ambience of the woods, the sound of creatures. The air starts to feel slightly more humid, and even though the trees are still flickering in that sort of dreamlike way, or I guess like a video game, something popping in and out if you want, this somehow feels more real, more visceral than a lot of the rest of the dream has. That golden line goes straight into a cave.
Can I roll perception?
Absolutely, please do.
Can I roll perception?
You can't.
It's a 16.
So, I want to make sure I understand. You're just looking into the cave from a distance, or are you like up on the lip, or?
I want to get like close enough that I could like get a good look, but not so close that if like a bear was like, "Meh," that I'm gonna get eated.
Cool. So you're maybe 10, 15 feet away from the lip of the cave, and you peer in. Yeah, there's definitely a big old animal in that cave. It's dark, so you can't really tell what it is. But the good news is, it's pretty easy to see that there's a large silhouette against the golden light thing there.
Okay, so the light is definitely also in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it seems like something is curled around it.
Okay.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm stealthy as hell. Can I try and stealth in there?
Absolutely.
And okay, I'm gonna grab a jar and I'm gonna try and stealth my ass in there. I'm gonna stick to the edge of the wall. For the love of God, please.
I've got you if this kind of goes sideways, real quick.
Okay,
So,
that's a 21.
That is a 21. Okay. You move closer and closer, and you see that this is, in fact, a cave bear. In order to get this, you practically have to step on the bear. You are going to be, or at least your foot would be, inches from the creature.
question.
Can I use acrobatics to try and I want to try and basically handspring, jump, land. Oh, Mika's gonna do a
Before
thing.
she does that, can I walk closer? How deep in is she in the cave?
It's maybe 30 feet back
Okay, I'm gonna.
from the lip of the cave.
I'm gonna have to walk to the lip of the cave, and cast Tensor's floating disc
Ooh.
to lift Mary
Mhm.
up to the thing.
Yep. So, so the Tensor's floating disc is always 3 feet off the ground.
Oh, I thought I could lift her higher.
No.
It's 30.
But if you put it there anyways, then I can handspring off of it
True.
and avoid the bear.
You can't consciously move Tensor's floating disc. It follows you
Right.
from 20 feet
Fucking
away.
Hell. Okay, that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Can you summon it directly under the cave bear and just walk out with it?
I could do as long
Grab
as it's
the
under
bear
500
away.
pounds. I could move it.
I'll say this. That
Says no.
wait, you're talking about
How do you
moving the
steal
bear?
from a bear? Steal the bear.
He's still the bear.
You want this light? We got you a fucking bear. This is better.
I don't think that will work. I'm happy to let it be lifted by it, but one, I think a bear is heavier than 500 pounds.
I don't know.
I don't think Tensor's disc can normally hold a creature, can it? Even a light creature.
It's
Or can
500
I-
pounds is the limit, as far as I
Yeah.
understand.
If more weight is placed on it, the spell just ends, and then disc falls to the ground. The disc is immobile while I'm in 20 feet of it. If I move more than 20 feet away, the disc will follow me. So,
An adult bear can weigh up to 600 pounds,
but it says,
and a cave bear is giant.
is it a? Okay, I was gonna say, is
cave
it a
bear-
girl or a boy?
a
Because
cave,
apparently
a
that's
cave bear is larger.
Damn it.
This feels really rude, Garrett, but fine.
Okay, well,
Garrett
I
messaged us being like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm not a rules is written kind of guy."
Not
just want to
always.
flavor it.
I approve. This says cave bears had an average weight of 350 to 600 kilograms.
That's
definitely
like
more than
600
500
to 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I still
Probably
got you.
700
I
to
got you with
1,300.
something.
Yeah, if you just put the disc, I will use it to handspring off of to grab this fucking light and not step on the bear
And be very, very quiet about it.
and be so quiet, so quiet.
You will also have to stealth a little bit into the cave.
I can
to
do that, though. I'm the person to do that,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I can
You
do
fucking do it.
that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Listen, I love the idea of stealing the bear. I want to be 100% clear on that. That would be fucking hilarious. I would love to let that happen.
Sure you would,
But
Garrett.
it's just not believable.
Mhm. So I have to be within 20 feet of it. So
Mhm.
I'll just step like 10 feet into the cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll still have to roll me stealth, though.
Okay. I can do it. Can you hold these for a second?
Held.
Good. Skills, right? Skills?
Yep.
And it was...
Stealth will be closer to the bottom.
Yeah. Whoop.
Yeah, mobile is awful.
I
sometimes.
love it. It's so cool. Oh,
Are you on
I'll tell you
the
what.
app?
It's plus 11. You can just roll the d20.
Ooh. So is that a 13 you said?
That is a 13.
Okay.
The passive perception of a bear is 13. Because you are contesting him, he has to reach or go
Exceed.
above. Reach or exceed. Meet or exceed.
Right.
The bear does.
Which means he meets, doesn't it?
He meets.
I think I'd like to retry on the D&D Beyond.
That's
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
So technically, whenever there's a contested check, if there's a tie, the current state doesn't change.
Oh, I thought,
So,
I thought that
in
was
this
only
case,
for
because-
grapples.
I think it's any contested check.
Okay, I'm happy to leave it as it is then.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt.
You summon Tensor's floating disc, which
Yes.
I believe is visible, so it's probably, I'm gonna say like for you, we'll flavor it.
Okay.
It looks like a bunch of like palm leaves, sort of just like in like the shape of a plate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I just confirmed it. It says when contested checks are drawn, the status quo remains.
cool.
Dope. All right.
Thank you.
And the status quo is the bear is asleep.
Hmm
Nice. Okay.
So you step on the floating disc.
Yeah.
You take the jar
Yeah.
and you go to catch it,
Mm-hmm.
and you succeed.
Woo!
Okay.
Yay.
Then I just want to hands. Oh wait, I don't even. Does the bear disappear when everything else kind of
Oh,
fades?
yeah.
So as you put the head of the jar on the lid, one might call it. Goddamn.
Yeah, the
The
one
head
might
of
call
the
that a
jar.
lid.
The head of the jar.
Words are hard.
The world does sort of fade away in that like misty,
Jump on the
interesting
bear
sort of way
while you
that it
still
has.
can.
You can
Hey,
jump
but
right
do
on-
the bear leave?
you jump on the bear and you kind of fall into it in the way that you would fall into like a pile of leaves, and it sort of
I'm
scatters just like dust.
Cute.
What a horrible thing that you've done.
Yeah, what a horrible
You
thing
just
to do.
killed this bear.
The bear was a metaphor, so it's fine. You bring the firefly back to Killian, who takes it, and again,
Sooner or later, we must all face our own bears.
beautiful.
You just
Sorry.
say this apropos of nothing to her?
She's like, okay.
I just say casually, I was at a bear bar once.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. As she gets the memory back, fuck, I gave away what they are.
No, we were
No
pretty.
way.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
we was
know.
pretty
Yeah.
sure.
It comes back to her, and she
It was pretty, yeah, we confirmed.
she takes a deep breath. She goes, I remember we were adventuring together. There was 4 of us. We settled down and kind of separated. I lost my friends and family. Well, my friends and my found family. 'Cause they're the same thing.
We'll go get that last light for you.
Right. Thank you. And you can see that there's some sort of like. Actually, roll insight for him. What's your passive insight? Actually,
My passive insight is a 10. Can I roll insight?
yeah, you can roll insight.
That's a fucking 9. Never mind. Marion doesn't understand anyone but herself.
There, something's bothering her, but it's hard to tell how or what.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, she do have a giant hammer in her chest.
Mhm.
That might have something to do with it.
it's very possible. I can see why you would think that.
Right?
You guys head
Let's
towards.
get up all up in that dungeon.
You guys head towards that dungeon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And normally in entering a dungeon, there's a lot of exploration, there's a lot of looking around. You know exactly where to go here because you have that golden light to follow. It leads deeper and deeper into the dungeon. It feels like you're almost going around in, well, I guess squares because they're not rounded caverns, or not caverns, tunnels. Rooms, hallways. There we go.
There you go.
You find yourself entering a large chamber. The chamber is filled with gold and jewels and what must be magic items, incredibly fine armor. And in the middle of it is a dagger? Some sort of cutting implement that just looks alien almost. It curves at the end almost like a crochet hook, and the whatever it's made out of is not any material you've ever seen before.
It's a gut hook?
Maybe.
Okay.
Gut, if you're asking like if that's actually what it's shaped like, 'cause I don't know if that's what it's called for crocheting. Then yeah, it's a
No,
gut.
a gut hook is a knife that has a hook on
Oh,
the end.
yeah.
For guts.
Sure. There you go.
Guts.
For
For
guts.
guts.
So you can.
Ooh.
It appears to be some sort of like onyx purplish material that is perfectly reflective.
I could identify it, but I'd have to touch it.
Where does the golden line lead from in here
Right to that knife.
to the dagger?
Although you don't currently see the little light.
Okay.
I'll start casting detect magic.
Okay. After like a minute passes, so technically the whole world lights up. However,
Fair.
whereas most of it is maybe nondescript magic, maybe kind of illusion, the knife is a very different kind of magic. I guess the closest thing would be. Wait, let me check what kind of.
Yeah. And while you look that up, is there anything from like Quincy lore or anything about a knife? Is there anything in the in the blogs on the zines?
I guess roll a history
Check
check
the
for me.
wiki.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I check the wiki?
Yeah.
I get advantage on this history check.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. And go. And go.
Okay.
15.
All right. First, the dagger seems to be conjuration.
Okay.
It has, I guess, a different feeling than a lot of conjuration spells do, but it definitely is closest to that.
Yeah.
As for Quincy lore, you do see that there is a set of armor there that Quincy definitely like. That's Quincy's famous ice armor.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
Ice armor.
That's his
Dang.
ice armor. Yeah, it looks like ice, but it's harder than steel. It's that's what he wore in the third arc. Like,
I'm literally saying this to everybody. I'm like, that's what he wore in the third arc.
yeah. When they fought that dragon, that like ancient red dragon, that's what he was wearing.
Holy shit, dude.
I've zoned
And I
out.
so I'm now distracted away from the knife, and I'm just like checking out the armor.
Okay.
Can I touch it? Does it feel like
The
does it
armor
feel cold?
The armor is cold to the touch in a way that seems to chill you to your very soul. It's
I shivered.
it's more exciting than uncomfortable.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. Go look at me.
Yeah. He's too excited.
Oof.
Don't look at me. I'm feeling very vulnerable at the moment.
Okay.
All right. Well, one of us is probably gonna have to touch this fucking knife, huh?
Well, each of us have already done one.
Yeah.
I will try to mage hand pick the knife up.
Okay. mage hand weight is 10 pounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. I just rolled the thing for no reason.
Doesn't work.
Please ignore. It does not pick it up?
Doesn't
It
work.
does not pick it up.
Is it heavy?
Okay. Is it clear to me that it's because it's too heavy or because it just kind of like goes through it?
I'm gonna say I'm fine with it being obvious that it was too heavy. Which
Okay.
is weird because it is floating. I don't remember if I mentioned
Oh,
that or not.
shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and go up and try to touch it.
Cool.
Okay.
First things first, roll me a will save.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, a what
Or,
save?
sorry, wisdom save. Will, I think, is what it was in 3.5.
Okay. Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
So I get advantage. 14.
14? Okay.
Mhm.
You can feel something trying to invade your mind. And although you manage to fight it back, you just get these images of a great void and something rumbling deep within it. And then it's gone. You manage to grab the knife. The path leads right to this knife. And even as you move it, you can see that it's making more of the path.
Oh, as I move the knife, it's like carving more gold light,
Yeah.
or gold line.
Yep.
Wow. Are we back where we started, or are we still where we just were?
You're still where you were. Also, the knife is very heavy for its size. Clearly,
okay.
whatever it's made out of is
Okay.
very dense.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I don't know if this will work, but can I go ahead and cast Identify on the knife since I'm holding it?
Yeah. I gotta check the limits on Identify real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
I just want to make a. This magic item. Okay. What you learn is that this knife is one terrifying because it can essentially cut holes in not just the universe but the multiverse, in the sense that you can make or force, I suppose, a tear between realities and timelines, but also used incorrectly can tear through the entire multiverse into the great void beyond.
As I guess as I learn this, so like literally I'm holding the knife and the gold line is like right up to the tip of the knife, right?
Yep.
Can I don't know if anybody's tried to like touch the line itself. Can I try to touch the line?
Your hand just goes through it.
Just goes through it.
Yeah.
As if it was a beam of light kind of thing?
Yep.
Can I take the knife and try to basically trace like a very small closed loop circle? See what happens, if anything?
You do so, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
I will say that you understand from the Identify spell that while it has the capability to do all this, as of right now, it's essentially used up all its charges. There's no... It is not currently powered.
Okay. Yeah, I share that with everybody else. So I guess this means whoever was leading us to the fireflies stop here.
This artifact sounds like an affront to the natural order of things. We should be very careful. Do not submit to any dark urges you may get from holding it.
Can I make a performance as if I'm doing some like cult ritual dance with it, as if I know what I'm doing, just to fuck with
Yeah, roll
Praxis.
performance for me.
Hell yeah.
Should I roll insight?
Sure.
My
I got a 10
performance
on
is so good. 12, baby.
12 versus what?
10.
Nice.
Oh my god, you guys.
Braxis.
No, Malcolm, come back to us. Do not succumb to the.
He is
Braxis.
going to destroy the universe with this thing. The multiverse.
My name is Chaos.
But
I mean, I'll probably if you're still like if you're depending on how long you're keeping this up for, I'll probably try to stop you.
I was just cheering him along the whole time. Like, this looks great.
Yeah, go.
ultimately,
The
The
world.
coming,
nothing happens.
coming maelstrom will consume us all.
I'll believing this, I'll probably try to like wrestle it from you.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. Settle down.
All right.
Oh, such a cruel act of whimsy.
Yeah, is there any like, are we in the center of the cave, or is there like passage that continues?
This is very clearly like the final chamber.
Okay.
I mean, it's filled with treasure and shit. So
Can I mean, I guess I'll try to carry Quincy's armor out of here.
try to carry what?
Quincy's
Armor.
Oh,
Do you want my
Okay.
I
floating
mean,
disc?
that would be the thing that I would take, probably.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
So you just follow the golden line back to Killian. Is that what I'm understanding?
So
That's
the
what-
only
that's what
thing
I'm
that we're in
thinking.
here is like, so we're in this big room. There's the golden knife, and Quincy's armor's in here, but we can't see a firefly.
There is no firefly. No.
Okay, just the knife.
I'm going to try something. I'm going to attempt to cast Ascending. Which, if we're on, I don't know. I mean, Ascending can go across planes of existence. There's a 5% chance that it doesn't work if we are on another plane of existence.
Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to contact Quincy with Ascending spell.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh,
I guess if
okay.
also if he's asleep, he might not get it until he wakes up, or I forget how that works.
Mm.
But I'm gonna see what happens when I do this.
Oh, wait, not ascending. It's ascending.
I like it.
So you have a spell, or you have a message you can send. What are you saying?
And he in theory will get to respond, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I probably should have thought this out earlier. Let's see. Quincy, we're in some kind of dream. Killian is here. Hammer in her chest. Lost memories. Do you know what's going on?
If this is some kind of joke, it's not funny.
I don't know why I went like southern for a second there.
You guys are sleeping in my tavern still.
I'm trying
Then
to.
if I could respond, it'd be like, then how did I cast this spell?
Are you a sleep caster? That's wild.
That's dope.
All right. So okay. If that's when I get back, then yeah, I'll. So real quick, we do appear to be dreaming. By the way, I was able to talk to Quincy apparently, unless this was just a dream response, and this is just what had like part of the dream logic, I guess. But just so you all know,
Maybe it's all been a dream for the big beginning. I don't know why I gave myself a stutter in that moment. But it was fun.
I've decided I'm
Just
porcupine.
randomly.
I guess. So, but there's a lot of shit in here, right? Is there like a pile of stuff such that there could be things buried, or there's just a handful of things strewn about?
I mean, there's piles and piles of like gold, gems. There are all sorts of very nice weapons that aren't magical. But I mean, all you know is that the line led straight to the tip of that dagger.
Yeah.
Do we have to stab somebody?
So you're based on your identify, you think the thing is basically out of charge.
Yeah, it appears to not have any potential to destroy the multiverse at the moment. But who knows? I mean, normally the things that I've made, it gets charges back, overnight. So maybe tomorrow, but it's probably been sitting here a long time. So I'm a little bit at a loss.
Should we return the knife to Killian?
Yeah.
That's my only.
Maybe the last firefly is in her chest, and we have to cut it out.
That's
Maybe this is how we cut the hammer out of her chest, and then the firefly was inside her the whole time.
The firefly was
her
friendship
own.
all along.
There, you mean? Or
Sorry, what?
Yeah. I don't know. Never mind. Let's go.
I mean, this is all a dream anyway, so
Yes.
all groovy, baby. You know what I mean?
All right, you guys, you follow the path while making a new one back to.
So the line's not like it's like we're not like reeling in the line. It's like creating a new line when we go back.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
You guys end up. Do you want me to hold this again?
No,
You're
I
on
was
your
just
side?
no.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine. You're good.
You find Killian carrying this dense, heavy dagger, and she looks at it confused. That's not a firefly.
Have we tried to jar
This is
it?
what we found.
Sorry, what was that, Jamie?
I just said this is what we found. Yeah. This is where the line led.
Okay. Do you mind if I see it real quick? And she holds a hand out to Malcolm.
This
We
can
have a
only go
moment.
well.
Yeah. I was sort of like, what do you guys think?
Huddle up.
Did you tell us that you? I guess were you aware that you like made a will save or like that you resisted something when you first touched it?
I think I was aware, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's up to you if that's something you would have mentioned or not.
Okay.
I guess.
If I was aware of it, I would have mentioned
Yeah, I would assume you're aware of it. I don't know why you wouldn't be.
it. Yeah.
Because remember, you saw those images.
Right. Yeah, of a void, right? You said.
Yeah, a great void and something rumbling within it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the knife gave me a little bit of a Dooba Gloob vibe when I first picked it up. And I got the sense that there was something buried that maybe be released somehow, but I don't know.
It may be dangerous for someone who doesn't have the mental fortitude that you do to touch the knife.
This could be true.
I'm pretty sure I am a practiced magician. I'm pretty good at that, I think.
Does this knife look familiar to you?
Let's find out. No, I don't think so. I mean, she kind of like looks at it, and again, she reaches out for it to like inspect it better. Do you just let her take it, or do you?
I think no.
You can snatch it right out of my hands if you want.
What?
I was seeing Aaron's face. She's like, "Oh, I don't know. You should do
No,
that."
okay.
No, hey, listen, I'm an equal opportunity bitch. If you want to let her try and take it, then you should do that. And we will deal with what comes. If it were me, I would try and stab her hand.
I was gonna
and get a
say
little
stab
blood.
her head, maybe, but
Oh wow, you were just going in. Okay.
that's where all the memories
Yeah,
are going.
Oh,
that's
I
true.
see.
Oh yeah, I could just go hard and just stab her in the fucking
She's
forehead.
just
which
a
is
dream,
nice.
Just-
you know.
You
She'll
could.
melon ball
That's
her.
that's a possibility.
I do. I'll sort of pull the knife back and I'll just point at the hammer and I just say, "Does that is that uncomfortable for you?"
Oh, no. Honestly, I forget it's there when I'm not looking at it.
I
So she
could-
doesn't feel
I could
pain.
try to. I could try to take it out.
I think I would prefer you didn't.
I'll kind of just take the knife and I'll just kind of like put it behind like the small of my back, and I'll just say, well, but it's not really yours, that hammer, you know. I feel like you probably should have it.
I think
It's
I
like
I don't know. I get this feeling like it belongs there, like it deserves to be there.
you deserve better, girl.
It's a
Garrett,
nice-
when you said that it deserves to be there, it awakened something in me, I think, a little bit. I just want you to know that.
Oh.
I don't know what to make of that. I'll be honest.
um, didn't somebody earlier try to move it, or did we see her try to move it?
I think she tried to. I think Braxis
Yeah, she
pointed
had
out,
like
and she was
the
like,
hmm
she had the
yeah.
jar on it at one point and was being
Yeah.
a weirdo.
I still think we should jar the knife, to be honest.
Well, I'm holding it behind my back. If anyone wants to try to.
Yeah, try and
Jar
jar
them.
it.
Can I try and
Yeah,
jar
I'm
it?
kind of like when I did that, I was in my head. I didn't say it, but when I did it, I was kind of like in my head imagining that I was sort of like, you know, shaking it a little bit, like, "Hey, look at me."
Mhm. Somebody grab
Um,
this.
Yeah, and so while I'm like doing that, I'm just like, I'll take my left hand and I'll go to like grab the handle of the hammer. I'll just say, I saw you try to take it out earlier. Let me at least give it a try.
No, the hammer, it needs to be here. And she's like blocking it with her hands now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
I'll start
gonna,
doing,
if
like, a
he
classic, like,
can't be like
Tug of war.
jar
Mhm.
to loose.
Mhm. Do are you asking for the jar, or are you asking me?
No,
to-
I'm asking you. What is your stealth
Oh,
or
pretty
your
good.
sleight of hand?
I think we said it was plus 11, right? Or- yeah.
Your sleight of hand is plus 11.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. It is plus 11. Yeah.
Oh, was I wrong in your
Shit,
stealth?
you fucking jar that shit.
Oh, your stealth. Yeah, your stealth is +9. That was me. That's my bad.
It's fine.
Yeah, go. You jar that shit. This is me being like, you jar the shit.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll try and jar it.
Okay.
Roll for
Roll for jarring.
And as
roll
I'm
for jarring.
as I'm kind of dangling it,
Jar.
I will grab the handle of the hammer and start trying to do that like classic tug of war thing with it.
Okay.
That was a 25 to jar.
All right.
So
I'll do Matt's thing first.
okay.
Matt, so you start to pull it, and she actually tries to shove you away as you
Okay.
grab it. So do you want to do a contested strength check, I think, for a shove?
Yeah.
I got a 15. No, a 13.
I got 14.
Okay. You are not shoved. Go ahead and give me another strength check on the hammer itself.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You pull the hammer out right as Luce jars the knife. So the knife briefly turns into one of the fireflies, and then the jar shatters.
We did it.
When you pull out the hammer, a golden light pops out of her chest and goes into the air right in front of her. The firefly, the last remaining one, meets up with it, and then it seems to expand infinitely rapidly. And for a moment, you are in some sort of lab underground. Killian is there. So is Quincy. And 4 adventurers you do not know.
Do all of us see this, or
All
just...
of you see it.
Okay.
The real Killian is on her knees, clutching at her chest and crying. You see this phantom Killian ignoring the other 5 in that laboratory, and she throws down a bunch of crystals which form this smoke and wind around her. Killian tries to reach her through or not Killian, Quincy tries to reach her through this tempest, and then it disappears, and Killian has become a lich. She takes the knife that you guys had just had and cuts that hole right in reality into the great void. The world itself in this phantom image seems to flicker in and out of existence, much like the things in your dream world are. There's a fight. These 4 adventurers and Quincy destroy her body, and Quincy smashes her phylactery. But the tear is still open, and something reaches through. The adventurers manage to fight it back, and the hole gets sealed. The image disappears, and it just softly, like a leaf, falls back into Killian, and she collapses holding her heart onto the ground.
Can I tell if she's alive, or...
She's alive. She's crying, and the dream world that you've been inhabiting seems to shrink, and it's just her, the tree, and about 20-foot radius of grass in a void. And the 4 of you. She takes a moment, collects herself, and she sits up, wiping her face. I remember too. I did something awful. And she looks around. The process of becoming a lich binds your soul to the prime material plane. But something about what I did trapped me here. Do you guys know Quincy? I remember you mentioning him.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah, we were too. Could you tell him I'm sorry? I think I'm stuck here for quite a while. But if you could let him know, it would mean a lot to me.
Do you know where it is we are? What plane is this?
I really couldn't tell you. I believe, and she kind of pulls herself up and looks around. I think I made it. Yeah. I'm stuck in this cycle of losing my memories and getting them back and reliving it just like that again. Wait a second. And she kind of kneels down. Everyone roll perception for me. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
15.
20, 15,
11.
11.
This one?
Uh,
Is it in
it's in skills.
skills?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perception.
That is a 12. 12.
Nice. Braxis and Malcolm. As soon as she kneels down, you sort of listen into, and you can hear a rumbling in the distance. She stands up quickly. There is a sort of reset button. If you, I don't know how you guys got here, but you need to leave now.
Okay.
That button?
What?
You know what's coming?
It's just sort of like a big monster who I probably represents my guilt or some shit. It's big and scary, and when it kills me, I lose my memories.
How do we leave?
How did you get here?
Well, I assumed you called us here.
Ah, shit, I have no idea.
You're a lich.
I was a lich. I've kind of been destroyed, so I don't really know what I am now.
Do we still have the knife? Or no, because the knife turned into the thing, so the knife is gone.
Yeah.
What we are left with is Killian, a circle of trees, something coming on the horizon. And
The hole in her
us.
has the hole in her chest like filled in, or is it like a gaping wound?
It's just like a compression, where the hammer would slot in, if it was still here.
Got it.
But she doesn't
Alright.
have a. I mean, does she have a wound, or is it just sort of a?
Like an indent.
It just looks like a compression. Even the like robe is still there. It's just like a little square where the hammer goes.
Her hammer slot.
Are you defenseless, or do you still have your spell casting like you always did?
I'm not sure I've ever tried to cast a spell in here before, and she sort of. Yeah, I got nothing.
Have you ever attempted to fight back against this monster?
Every single time.
Well, this time you have us. We will help you face your guilt.
Hell yeah, brother. That rumbling is getting closer and closer now. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a chance to prepare something, or you can try to leave the realm somehow.
I'm just gonna do a Goku scream and like set up this defensive fucking thing. I forget what it's called.
Dope.
The important thing is that I do a Goku scream.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is the most
Uh,
important part.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using my defensive field. Gives me some temp HP.
Okay.
It's just on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can also do that.
That's a reaction.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, don't do that right now.
I'm a liar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if this thing if it feels like this thing is coming, I don't wanna ready it per se, but like as soon as I think that it's like upon us, I'll probably like enlarge myself again.
Okay.
Good plan.
Is anyone else doing anything in particular?
I don't have anything I can do.
I'm just gonna draw my mace and shield, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I was looking, I'm gonna use an action to arm knife.
Nice.
Nice. I've had my staff on me,
Hey.
right, this whole time?
Yeah.
I have a staff. That's still on me.
Pull out your rogue staff.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. I'm gonna have you roll initiative.
Okay.
All right. I hand the hammer of thunderbolts to Killian, and I just say, "Use this
No,
in your hands this time, not your chest."
It's like, okay, I'll
the
take
hammer
that.
had disappeared with the
Oh,
glow.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Is the armor real? Do I still have the armor,
You do,
or
yeah.
did that also disappear? All right.
It's. I mean, if
I'm
you.
not gonna try to don it because I don't have the time to do so. But like,
Right.
keep it in sight.
All right. I got initiative from everyone except for Malcolm and
Oh,
Telucia.
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I think I did.
Oh, here.
I think I accidentally made it for
18.
myself, but
I need to clear all. Get that out of there. Fuck, where is initiative in here? I always forget.
is it Agnes?
Maybe? Oh, it's right. Boom.
Boom. Ooh.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Hey, 23.
Okay. All right. Telucia, Luce,
Mm-hmm.
you are first. As you see a dark arm kind of smash into the ground at the edge of this darkness. As it does, the world changes into that laboratory again, and suddenly you are in this room with 5 dark creatures. One appears to be a large, almost ape-esque creature, and there's like 4 winged, almost bat-like things flying around it. They all seem to be made of like a hardened darkness, and the darkness sort of bleeds off of them like dust blowing off. Glowing yellow eyes on all of them.
Ooh.
Very.
Good for stepping.
Loose.
So
I would like
Oh,
to
wait.
just sort of out of combat. Like I said, I just want to enlarge myself as soon as I feel like this is
Right.
happening.
Mhm.
That's cool.
I have my staff at the ready, so I think I'm gonna start wailing on whatever is nearest to me. Right?
The 4 flying things are flying
Okay, I
um,
can hit one of the flying things with the staff,
as a reaction.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, flying.
It has to make an attack against you.
Okay. Fair.
So,
Never mind.
do you want to go after the big guy?
Maybe not. What about Witch Bolt? Can I do
You
that?
can witch bolt. Hell yeah.
I'll Witch Bolt one of the flying things, please.
Okay. You attempt to
Nice.
witch bolt the one that I'm going to say is closest to you.
Okay.
So go ahead and I think you rolled a hit, right? Yep.
That was almost really good. It's a 9.
Nah.
Fuck.
You sort of. These things are moving around kind of quickly. They're hard to hit.
Okay.
Here. Well, let's just like lay it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Okay. So that is your action.
Mhm.
Do you have a bonus action that you can use?
Probably doing the shield.
Go to actions.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So can I use the shield now to make sure I don't get attacked?
Nope, that's a reaction.
Fuck,
You'll use it if
no.
something tries to hit you.
Okay.
So here, go to
Yeah. Bonus action.
See if you got anything you can do.
I can dash.
You might wanna take a few steps back here. So instead
Yeah.
of dashing, disengage, and then
Yeah.
you'll be like 10 feet away from the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna disengage.
Cool. All right. Braxis.
Can I get all the enemies within a 40-foot cube?
Yeah, kind of easily.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna cast slow. Try to target all of them. Yeah.
Okay. What
so
is?
they each of them gets a Wisdom save DC 15.
One failure. One success. 15 would, yeah, because it's meter succeed. 2 successes. Major failure. Failure. Okay. 2 of the flying things succeed. The other 3 things fail.
Okay. And you're aware of the slow's effects?
I know that it can
Basically,
only...
their speeds have -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions. On their turn, they can only use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Shit.
And they also cannot make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
That's the one I did know.
And if they can cast spells, there's something too. But I don't know if they can cast.
That's
spells.
okay. They can't. All right.
Oh, and they also get another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Cool. And it's always 15, I assume.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Yeah, big boy Malcolm, adrenaline pumping. I don't know. I'm double my size, so I'm like 6 feet tall. I guess I'm not really that big. But anyway, you said there's one sort of like ape-like one, and then the 4 specters in the sky, or not
Yeah,
specters, but
yeah.
4 things in the sky. I'm gonna sort of run at the ape-like one. Is it within 25 feet of me?
Yeah, you can get to it pretty easily.
Okay.
It was, I think,
yeah,
20
and
feet away.
yeah, your boy Malcolm runs up, and his armor, his sort of rock armor held together with this static electricity sort of flares, and I'm basically gonna take 2 punches at the thing.
Okay.
These are my my thunder gauntlets.
Ooh.
Just a cool name.
Dope.
All right, first one is a 16 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Hell yeah. And that's going to be 14 damage.
Is this like thunder, blunt?
Oh, I will tell you. It is I guess it's all. Let me check one more thing. I want to see if Enlarge Reduce maintains the same damage type. I assume it does, but yeah, just an extra D4. So it's all thunder.
Okay. And you said that was 14?
That was 14.
Dope.
14 damage. And then my second attack. Oops, that's not the right die. Please ignore. Is 19 hit, so that hits as well.
Yep.
And 15 damage.
All right.
And then I don't know if this will do anything or not, but does it from attacking it? Does it seem to have like a sturdy, solid physical form, or is it kind of ethereal?
It's almost like you're punching Sandman. Every time you
Okay.
hit it, there's like poof, poof, chunks of this like dusty darkness falling off.
Cool. Hell yeah. And so then, because I am also a shield master, I'm going to
Ooh.
use my bonus action to try to shove it.
Okay.
So I think that's just strength. Does shove use athletics? Because grapple does, I forget.
I'm gonna say yeah. I think athletics.
It does, yep. It's exactly the same contest as grapple. I don't think I've ever shoved before. Okay, so my athletics check then is an 18.
I did roll a 19.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
cool.
No problem.
Budget.
No.
So budget. So okay, so the shove doesn't do anything, but yeah, he takes the damage. And then the sort of special thing about my thunder gauntlets is as I punch it, the armor magically emits like a pulse that basically becomes distracting to it if it tries to attack anyone other than me. So it gets
Okay.
disadvantage on its attack rolls against anyone other than me on its next turn.
Dope.
Dope. All right. So you
that's my shit.
come in, give it the 1-2 punch. You are fucking hitting this thing. It does seem to shrug off the thunder damage a little bit, but like you're still doing serious damage to it.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. I believe that's
This is so fucking cool.
Marion.
Okay, Marion would like to run up and try and arm blade this motherfucker.
Okay. And I believe you will
Um,
get sneak attack on this because Malcolm is still right next
Malcolm is still there. Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say I have a cool thing for even if he wasn't, and I'd still get sneak attack because I'm an Inquisitor rogue.
Ooh. Okay.
But-
Dope.
You're there, so I don't have to do shit.
to it. Yep.
So let me roll. That is a 23.
So that'll hit.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. I would also just like to share, just so everyone else can join in the pain that I've created for myself.
Mhm.
I'm using D&D Beyond's like dice thing, the online dice.
Mhm.
But the set that I have are flavored to look like muscle and tissue, and so
Ooh.
whenever you roll them, they make a squishy sound as they roll around on the screen, and it's disgusting.
Very
I
appropriate.
hate it.
It's really gross. Okay, so that was a 6 from the arm blade, and let me roll my 3 squishy d6s, an 8, so 14 total. And
All right.
then I would like to the fucking gauge.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, you don't even have to, because it's
Oh,
slowed.
that's true, because yeah, Malcolm did the thing.
Yeah, I can't
Mhm.
take a reaction. So you get it real quick. I mean, you do some deep damage with that shit,
Mhm.
and then you back off.
My arm blade is like super cool. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. All right.
Marilyn Monroe IRL should have had one. Would have made everything so much more interesting.
Now it is the
Give
flying
Marilyn
thing's
Monroe a sword.
Ooh.
He was a famously boring person.
Yeah. So one of who's the closest to it right now? I think it's Malcolm.
The flying thing.
The
Yeah.
No, the big guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
The main one.
So the 2 of the flying things, I think, can reach you. What's my speed? Yeah, actually, I might all be able to.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, Malcolm, you're getting surrounded.
Come at me, bros.
All right, so
Having the best day of my life.
so the,
I don't even know if any of this is real, but I'll fucking kill you.
they're just gonna try to scratch at you with their dark claws.
Yeah.
That's a 2 on the
Even in
die. I cannot
claws.
imagine that will hit.
What was it? Sorry.
A 2 on the die.
Nope.
Yeah. 18.
Nope.
Nice. Ow! It's on my foot. My heavy dice.
They are heavy dice.
Oh no.
Oh.
Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good job.
And another 18, not gonna hit,
Nope.
and a 17. So these things,
Nope.
these things all surround you and just try to like scratch at you, and you're just like, poof, 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 just tanking
at
it.
'em.
Yeah, your armor is just, it's almost like shocking them back with each
Nice.
attack. And that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
they can do.
Very cool.
But you are now surrounded by them.
Okay.
Actually, I probably should have given them advantage, but I forgot, so it's too late now.
Nice.
However, big guy in front of you, he's gonna take one of his big old hands
Big ol'.
and just try to pound you.
All right.
Woof. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. The thing is, this slow spell has fucked him up.
Mhm.
You easily just like push it out of the way with your fucking lightning gauntlets.
Hell yeah.
All right. Oh, they all need to make saves. Fuck.
Nice.
All right. Because it is the end of their turn. Wait, do I have more than one attack for the... No, okay, cool. All right. Neither of them got out. And, oh, let's make sure big guy didn't. Oh, big guy got out. Okay.
Ooh.
So 2 of the flying things are still slowed, but the big guy is not anymore.
Okay.
But Luce, do something.
All right. So I'm gonna take. I forgot to flavor this last time. I'm gonna take one of those little parchment papers out of my pocket, and I'm gonna throw it down and cast Mind Sliver.
Oh
on,
shit.
Who's closest to me?
As of right now, probably one of the flying guys that surrounded
Yeah.
Malcolm.
So I'll like put it on my hand and then hand palm it to the sky to the one of the flying guys.
Okay.
Just bitch slap this motherfucker with
Bitch
it.
slap.
So what's the save?
Sorry. Boop. How do I know? 13?
Yep.
Intelligence also.
Yeah,
So.
that's not good.
I think these things are really smart. They seem smart.
So you throw down this parchment with a little rune on it.
Mhm.
You touch it,
Mhm.
and you can feel this energy travel up your hand, and you release it at one of the things, and it slams into it. What is the damage on this?
That's that, yeah?
Yep.
That's a 5.
Listen, man,
It's something.
it's something.
Yay.
It slams into the thing and seems to do some real damage to it. It does not
Word.
enjoy that.
Cool. And I'm just gonna scream.
Okay, you do. It makes them uncomfortable. Braxis.
It makes everyone.
Are any of us hurt currently, or
As of yet, no.
Cool.
Your slow spell
Okay.
did a great
Well,
fucking job.
I was gonna say, I think Malcolm is hurt from his alcohol drinking.
No, because we long rested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we-
counted
Oh,
it
shit,
as a
yeah, we
long
did.
rest. Otherwise, you guys would be like halfway to dead, and this would not be a fun fight.
Fair.
Fair.
That being
Also,
said, it's not
Killian,
fun for me.
the Killian's not here, is she?
You don't see her.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just checking. I'm gonna cast. The ape has been hurt, correct?
The
Yeah.
ape has been hurt, and so has one of the flying things.
Okay. I guess I'll target the flying thing that has been hurt.
Okay,
With a Toll the Dead.
sure.
So they're gonna get a Wisdom save DC 15.
14. That's hilarious.
All right. So they are gonna take 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
You
Well,
cast
fucking
this spell
shit.
on the flying thing, and it holds its head for a moment and falls, hitting the ground and dispersing whatever dark particles make up its body. It is gone.
Nice.
Hey yo!
All right.
Yeah, yo.
All right.
Cool.
Malcolm, there's only 3 other things around you now.
Yeah. Well, I got the sense that it is a little bit resistant to my thunder damage, but that's what your boy does. So your boy's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'm gonna
You're still doing
Just be
punch him
better
some
at
more
it.
You're
time.
still doing insane damage to it, frankly.
I'm gonna punch him again.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Punch.
Punch.
That's a nat 20.
A nat
Nice.
20?
A nat 20.
Oh no! All right, go ham, dude.
Oh
right,
my goodness.
So, um, so that's 25 thunder damage.
Okay.
God damn.
Oh,
And
shit.
then second attack is a dirty 20.
Still gonna
Shit.
hit.
That's 13 thunder damage.
God damn. Okay.
And then, assuming he's still up, I'm gonna try to shove him prone again.
All right, go for it.
Right.
I got a 19.
Da, 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 da. I did not beat it. I got a 16.
Okay. I mean, this thing is solid. You still get in there,
Yeah.
and you take 2 huge punches, just scattering these dark particles on the ground. And I believe that is the end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
Marion, you got the big thing, and then 3 of the flying guys around Malcolm still.
Did Jamie, did you go?
He went.
Yeah.
He went
Okay,
after
okay,
Luce.
earlier.
I'm just losing my mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he did huge damage. He killed the flying thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. I know what's happening. Time is an illusion. I'm very confused. Okay, I'm gonna try with my rapier. Yes, for the big man.
Okay.
Mm.
This big man.
The big man on campus for a 22.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, and can I sneak attack?
Yep.
Can I sneak at a snake?
There is an enemy within 5 feet of it.
Okay, that do be a 14 for the sneak attack and an additional 8 for the other damage. So that's a 22 damage.
You come in and you just practically eviscerate the thing. It is barely holding together. As it moves, this shifting darkness seems to like lag a little bit behind it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right, you're dead. All right, the first flying guy is actually going to turn around and attack you, Marion, because you're doing insane damage.
No.
And it wants to defend its big old friend.
No, don't do that. That's not necessary.
It's okay, I don't think an 11's gonna hit.
No. My armor class is a 15.
Woo.
That's okay. It has another friend who's gonna try again too.
Not necessary.
That's a 17 on the die, so that does hit.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Just kill me, I guess. Whatever. Fuck it.
So you are going to
care.
take 4 damage,
Okay.
and then make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Can I use uncanny dodge
To
to
take
have
2
the-
damage.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I never play a rogue. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, go for it. Absolutely.
I'm going to take 2 damage. Okay, and then I'm making a con save.
Yep.
It's an 18.
You succeed. Okay.
Yeah.
And the one last guy is going to actually stick on Malcolm. He's gonna get a nat 1. So he actually
Hell yeah.
he goes to like swipe at you again, and you just catch his hand,
Fuck yeah.
and just like stare him down.
Wow.
I've always wanted to do that.
Malcolm.
All right, big guy's turn. Malcolm, he's gonna try to hit you one more time
Yeah.
with advantage.
Sure.
Yeah, because the flying guy there.
Okay.
I probably should have done it last time. Whatever.
All good.
And it's a good thing because that's not gonna hit. Ah, fuck, I don't think that is either. Oh, I'm on the wrong guy. Yeah. Dude, this fucking thing just is, especially because I can only make one attack, misses both times.
Well, this one is not slowed anymore, though. So if that's stopping you from making
Oh,
more
yeah, you're
attacks.
right. Yes, thank you. Okay. So, he's going to go ahead and try to hit you with the other fist, again with advantage. Miss. Miss again. And then seeing that none of this is working, he sort of like, both fists planted on either side of you, goes and tries to take a bite. 19 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
Malcolm, like a man possessed, all right? You just knock away a hand, knock away the other hand. And then as it comes down to bite, you just grab both sides of the mouth and just hold it open.
Oh my god.
For Quincy!
It's amazing.
Loose.
Do it.
Since this one really worked well the last time, I'm gonna keep going with that mind sliver, and pull another parchment out of my pocket, throw it on the ground, and aim for the chompy guy that's chomping.
Game for big guy?
I think, right?
All
Should I
right.
do-
And I gotta get a 13 intelligence,
Yep.
right? No, that's fine. He fails.
Nice. Okay, and that's a 6.
I'll be honest, it hardly mattered.
Okay.
You throw down one of these pieces of parchment. You touch it, and you can just feel, and everyone else can even see this charge of magic flow through you and poof, out the hand and blast this
Ooh.
giant ape-like thing right in the face, which is currently over Malcolm. And the thing just... all of these dark particles just fall to the ground and scatter, disappearing. Remaining...
That was the ape that just did that.
That was the ape. Remaining...
All my apes gone. Sorry, I just had to say it.
What does that mean?
Never mind.
I hate it so much.
If you know, you know.
You're not as online as I am. Clearly.
The Terminally Online got that one. Remaining
I'll explain later.
is Killian, who had
Of
been
course.
inside. Yeah,
Ooh.
she falls to the ground, weak, unconscious. The other flying things disappear, and all that's left is Killian in this lab. And she sort of comes to. She sits up, and she looks confused. You can see the golden orb come out of her. And she goes, I was looking for something. The lab disappears, and you're once again in this field with a tree and a woman sitting underneath with a hammer in her chest. She looks up at you. Thank you? and you guys wake up back at the Giant's Pour. The night has passed. You guys are healed up. You have all your spell slots.
Am I cuddling Quincy's ice armor?
Unfortunately, no. Although it does sit like across from you on like one of the dummies. Yeah.
Nice.
You do smell food cooking in the morning, and you hear a little bell. Oh, hey guys, breakfast is ready. Whatever you're up.
I'll go down the
Yeah.
I'll
You just
go
hear
down breakfast.
running.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fast footsteps. Booking it.
Mhm. Braxis, especially you, as you run into the room, Quincy kind of goes, "Hey, what was that about last night?"
So you did receive my message.
Yeah, didn't you get my response?
I did. We have much to discuss. Or I guess not that much really. We had a dream, and but it wasn't really a dream because we were all there, and I was able to cast ascending from within it to you. It would appear that your colleague Killian, her soul was in some sort of demiplane of her own making. It was all very metaphorical, and we helped defeat her guilt, I think. It got very conceptual towards the end.
Right over my head.
That sounds pretty meta.
Yes, but I believe we helped her find peace.
Did we though?
I don't know, to be honest.
I guess I don't really know how to take that. But if you helped her find peace, then I guess I'm happy.
There is something I could try. I'm going to attempt to cast another sending. This one trying to target Killian.
Okay, go for it. Let me roll that D100.
I love this.
The spell
Did
fails.
it fail?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I have 2 slots. I'll try it again if that's something I can do.
Sure. I rolled
One
a
second.
99
Hold
on that.
I got it. What's that?
I rolled a 99 on that. I couldn't believe it. Okay. Yeah, this time it goes.
Okay. I'll attempt to send a message. Killian, we are back on the material plane. How are you? Is there anything you want to say to Quincy?
I don't know who that is, or you are, but something has changed recently, and I think I'm not afraid anymore. I'm sorry, Quincy.
And I will share both of those messages with Quincy.
He kind of falters a bit and leans against the wall. I'm glad you guys helped her. And I suppose it's good she apologized. It's hard for me to thank you for this, both because it hurts and I don't know how I would ever possibly repay you. But if you ever, well, what's up?
I know exactly how you could repay us.
Okay, how's that?
Can I whisper to Quincy?
Do you want me to like?
Can I text you?
Yeah, go for it.
No, that's cheating.
I think I could server deafen and then just have you.
Oh.
Here, let me
That's
see.
fine.
Let me
No,
see.
it's okay. I just texted you. It's
That's
fine.
probably
It's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
that's fine. I have do not disturb on.
It's probably a sex thing.
It is a sex thing.
Yeah, she said Marion's gonna fuck Quincy.
Papa,
No.
you got a
Yeah,
bitch.
I'll sing happy birthday. I'll fuck him. It's gonna be great.
as you whisper this into Quincy's ear, he smiles and chuckles.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
And he grabs a knife from behind the counter and turns
It kills
around
me.
and starts carving an M into the wall. And then an A. Until
Wow, that's a coincidence.
and, and then an L and a C.
I look down at myself like someone looking at their lottery ticket when the first four numbers match.
He eventually finishes carving your name, Malcolm. And he turns back around to you guys.
I suppose that's the least I could do. And you know what, Malcolm? No asterisk.
What?
I have a mouthful
This is
of food.
unbelievable.
I have a mouthful of food, but I just Malcolm.
And now
I'll start dancing.
on a Thursday morning, there are more people here, and actually they take up the chant as well.
Yeah.
Until all of the Giants Poor is chanting Quincy's name.
Quincy's
Or
name.
Malcolm's name. Malcolm's name.
No, fuck this Malcolm guy.
And that's where we'll end. That's the end of that one.
Yay!
Thank you everyone for joining us today for my first one shot on the Dicey channel.
It was so good.
It's I told these guys, and I'll be straight with you. This was taken from my other campaign. Matt actually had a bit of an advantage because he was part of a one shot that preceded this. 20 years ago, he was one of the adventurers that was with Quincy.
Oh. Yeah.
So this was emotional
Yes.
for me. I hope it was a little bit emotional for Matt. Oh no, Matt was Quincy. He wasn't one of the adventurers. He was Quincy.
I was Quincy, yeah. I played Quincy in the preceding one shot and designed some of the aspects of the Giants Poor and the whole like tossing belligerent customers like a fucking frisbee.
Yeah, he rolled like a 40 or
so, yeah.
some shit on some guy. It was very, very good.
Quincy was probably my favorite one shot character I've ever played, and so it's fun to be back in the Giants Poor.
Mhm.
One of my favorite things to do, I have learned, is to give Matt an inch. Like I was like, you're gonna run this tavern, you're gonna be named Quincy, and he made everything else down to the voice that I tried to emulate.
That's perfect.
Anyway, thanks for
It was
joining us
good.
again, everyone. I
Yeah.
think
And
next
thanks for
week.
having me.
What?
What?
Oh, of
I said,
course.
and thanks for having me.
Sorry, it's just hard to hear. I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
grateful that you were here. I'm grateful that you two got to play. This was a very
Yeah.
fun time.
I'm me too.
I am bad at combats, so that was way too easy for
It's
you
cool
guys.
because I hate combat.
But
I'm so happy it was not for like an entire combat thing.
we'll be back to our normal schedule next week with the Great Nelidian Crown. I hope. All things going right. We have is our podcast going up on Friday or Saturday?
Oh, that's right. I said Friday earlier, but we have moved to Saturday,
Okay.
so it'll be Saturday.
Noon.
Until we say otherwise.
And we're gonna talk
Saturday
about
at noon.
barbarians. Well, you guys are.
Yeah, we're gonna talk shit about barbarians.
Yeah, I got it. Does anyone else have something they want to plug before we go offline?
I was just gonna say, everyone say hi to YouTube because this will be on YouTube tomorrow
Yay.
probably. I'm gonna export it tonight,
Oh shit! Okay.
and we'll have it edited for anybody who missed it. Shout out to, you can see it live next week. Try seeing it live on
So fun.
twitch.tv/a little dicey D&D. And then, we'll be here Wednesday, 6 p.m. Yeah.
Hey, and get in the Discord and tell
Get in
Garrett
there.
that he's awesome, because
Oh.
it's tough to sit in the seat, and I'm going to do it in a few weeks, I think. And I want you to tell me I'm awesome, so might
It's
as
a
well
stressful
start.
Hell
place
yeah.
to be.
Everyone be
getting
nice.
in the habit.
Be nice.
It's the law.
And I'll drop our socials
nice,
one
it's the
more
law.
time.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
And
see
if
you
you
there.
want to see more one shots where me and Mika get to put our beautiful faces on the camera,
Yeah,
let us know
Yeah.
too.
anytime. It's fun.
It's so glad. I'm like, I love playing with you guys. I'm glad we get to.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard with our regular thing because it's hard to do the like live and virtual. So
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I
Yeah.
am exhausted. As time continued to tick on, my voice I could feel was like fading away, and I was slowly like wilting in my
Yep.
chair, and I was like, "This is so fun! I'm having so
Yeah.
much fun, but also I'm exhausted."
It's also 11 p.m. our time.
it is 11 because we started an hour late. Thank you everyone who stuck with us.
Yeah, Auntie B still in
Yeah.
the chat.
Fuck yeah,
Amazing.
dude.
Love seeing
Auntie.
you guys. So
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna just end stream because I don't think our offline thing is going to work.
No,
It's
it
all
will.
good.
It
It's
will?
just it always looks like that before you transition. Anyway.
Okay.
Bye,
Good night,
gang.
guys.
Good night, y'all.
Thank
We'll
you in
see
the
you
Discord.
later.
See you Saturday for the pod.
Yeah.